Take me to the channel for the PCP. Listen to some voicemails for the Minecraft stream. I really want to have Radcon funded by you. We can be procrastinators. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Pro Crastinators podcast. I'm Ben Saint, and Give and Take is here.
I'm here
as well.
I'm also here. It's the two casts. We haven't had one of these in a while. For some reason, it feels like we have had two casts. It hasn't been, actually. There's been a guest or there's been Tom. There's been three for a while.
I think you're right. But I don't know why you would be right. Why would you do this? Why would you say something so true
for last
and yet
episode.
so brave?
I have to make up for last episode for being slightly wrong.
Slightly
for
wrong.
Riley too much benefit of doubt.
I thought that...
I'm still not like convinced Riley is like an evil mastermind.
but sure. No,
I definitely
think maybe
like gave him too much credence. So like I was too on the fence on that one. So yeah, it's my bad a little bit.
I think it's maybe giving him too much credit to think that he is like some kind of mastermind or whatever. But I, on the one hand, I am completely right, and therefore the best thing to do is agree with me unconditionally. On the other hand,
I mean, agreeing with Ben Saint, could you imagine?
On the other, every single comment, hundreds of comments in the last episode saying, "God, I hate Ben, but he's so right." Every single one.
Yeah, those are funny. I have issue. I have issue though. Here's an issue I got. It's
let me send it. I was just gonna say on the other hand, I kind of understand, like, if you feel like you don't have all the sides, then, like, not coming to any conclusions. Like, I feel like you should have had all the information, like, it was all there, but if you didn't have it, you didn't read it, you never got around to it, then, like, okay, fair enough. If you're like, well, I'll withhold judgment until I'm satisfied.
I don't think I was, like, totally wrong, but I can see how people are like, oh, that's cringe, Gib. I'm like, yeah.
Sure. Yeah. I can see both sides of that issue.
Ooh. But yeah, the issue I have was with the group of commenters who were being like outwardly, openly transphobic towards Trixie, even towards me.
There were a handful. There were a handful of those, and they were all bad.
I don't like that they're mixed in there, and I want to.
They're embarrassing. When I see them. It
was really quite, because they hear like, trans person doesn't like people who are being transphobic or saying things, and like, haha, whatever. But like, it's there's two things to it, right? There's one, it's despicable, but also. It sort of ruins their own argument against Trixie. Like, if you have problems with her, like, the trans stuff, it's sort of, like, to include transphobia in there is like, it goes against your own argument because you're sort of muddying the waters with stuff that actually doesn't have anything to do with it. Because they don't know what trans people are. Right?
Did you even listen to
be
the
a
episode?
bigoted?
Like, do you even know what's going on? Do you even know what the actual problem is? Were you even paying attention?
Yeah. Well, I think they all know, right? It's just that they ascribe like being trans equals bad to that whole thing as well. Like, oh, Digi, mean Trixie. They kept saying Digi, so I'm thinking about it. But like, Trixie's trans, therefore she's stupid and would do all these things because trans people are bad.
That's why
it's
she did all these stupid things and is a bad person.
It's like it betrays a misunderstanding of Trixie, and also of, they don't know, like, the transphobe perspective of trans people is just that they don't understand what it is. Like, they don't care to know what it is, and so they make big assumptions, usually very negative ones, about the trans people in general. And it's like, if you know your shit, you realize that it has nothing to do with the arguments against Trixie, and so it allows people who do know their shit about trans people to dismiss arguments that include transphobia in them. So you're doing yourself a disservice. Also, fuck you, because that's horrible. You shouldn't be a bigot. It's a kind of a bad thing to do.
It's not great. It frustrates me because Trixie is legitimately delusional. But when I say that, those people think I mean something else. They think I'm agreeing with them about something that I do not agree with them about.
It's just comes from a place of ignorance, and that's cringe. On its own. Aside from all the political stuff around, surrounding it, it's just stupid.
It's just cringe on its own. Imagine being like they just don't know what words mean. They just haven't thought it through and are like angry that like the world is more complicated than their 6th grade understanding of things. I would feel pity. I would feel pity if I didn't find them so despicable and want them destroyed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's been like annoying because I want to like say, yes, I agree with Ben. Yes, Trixie is bad, and then
that's right.
It's all the things that people associate with that or assume, because a lot of this drama around Trixie, if you didn't watch the last episode, go watch the last episode of the Pro Crastinators podcast where we talk all about it. But like a lot of that stuff is on Kiwi Farms, which is like, like literal like scum fuck place website. Like those you don't want to be there.
Those guys, I've said this before, but those guys are so embarrassing because like they pretend. They have this very, very thin pretense of like, we do not take a side. We are above petty concerns of like whether you call this person a he or a she. It's totally fine to call them a he, even if they're a trans woman, because it doesn't matter. Like call them whatever you want. But if you do that, if you don't do that, if you call them a she, people in the thread will lambast you and make fun of you and demand that you stop. They get upset. Which is pretty cringe. Pretty cringe to be triggered by pronouns, bro. In my opinion.
Yeah. That was basically it. It was just sort of like, I don't like that there's that element of it, and I would encourage everyone who has a problem with Trixie to, not hold back just because you're afraid of being called a transphobe. Just leave the transphobia out if it's in any point part of your reason why Trixie is bad. Because it's stupid. You don't know what you're talking about with regards to that.
I don't know. If you think that's the problem, then you're just confused. You're just confused because two things like happened at the same time. I don't know.
I mean, it's not like being trans is like it's not like being trans is like not indicative of anything. Like it's completely the same. Like obviously she's changed a lot through going through this transition. She's changed her mind about certain things. She's changed her perspective. But that's not like a blanket thing that is like, oh, trans people, they change always for the bad, and that's why trans people are stupid and insane. And it's like, no, that doesn't it doesn't track in any way. Lots of people transition in different ways. It's a very personal thing. It really has nothing to do with anything other than the specific person that you're talking about. Anyone could be trans, and they would all transition in the way that they would, because that's who they are.
I'm glad you brought this up. Most people commenting seem to be on board, but definitely a handful were confused. They were confused, and it's good to set them straight, set them on the right path, the far right path again.
No,
that was so fucking funny. I listened back to most of the episode, and that joke is like, I don't know.
Right.
I keep thinking,
right, dude.
So I'm so right. I'm alt right now. Dab. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, that was about it. That's all I had to say on that topic. I didn't really want to talk about drama all over again because it's like
no,
whatever.
not really. What else is there to really say about it? Voicemails?
No, Ben.
Yes. Yes.
What have you been doing the past week? What's been going on in the Saint?
The past week
in the cathedral?
Well, I haven't really been in the cathedral.
Wait, Ben, happy birthday.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
You
You had one of those.
It was my birthday 4 days ago as of this recording on the 7th. Yes. That was pretty good, I guess. That was yeah. They can find me now. I got a couple of nice pieces of birthday fan art on Twitter. Thank you to the people who made me those. I really liked all those. And I don't know. That was fun. I didn't really do anything. I did go and see Munchie and Kazzy as a sort of like late birthday hangout yesterday, and that was fine. I don't know. I'm 33 and I'm dust and bones. I don't know.
I'm 33 and I'm drinking pee.
Yes, please. That's what's Ben. You don't look a day over 32. What's your secret? Well, zip down and grab a bucket, and I'll tell you all
bucket.
A bucket. Well, yeah, because you gotta store it. You gotta store it over long periods. You gotta age it.
I see.
Yeah. It gets more powerful the longer it steeps.
Terrible.
Oh God, I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up just thinking about it. Fuck. I don't even. What did I do? What did I do on my birth? Did I do anything? No.
Did you wake up?
I did. I unfortunately I did. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Whatever. I gotta. Oh, Nate and Michelle called me. That was cool. I don't know. Whatever. It's fucking. I didn't do anything. I found some new. There are some new energy drinks though that exist now. And being out yesterday, we found some, and I tried some, and I didn't love any of them. I was really disappointed. Some of them had really cool flavor names, but they weren't that good. Rain has a new flavor called White Gummy Bear, which is like a great idea and was very exciting. But it was just okay. It wasn't like my favorite or anything. It was just fine. There's new Monster Ultras. There's Ultra Gold and Ultra Watermelon.
What does the Ultra do? Is it just
the
more?
Ultra? No, the Ultra is the it's the different flavors, but they're all like 0 sugar, like 0 calorie.
Oh.
What is there? There's white. There's Ultra White, Ultra Black, Ultra Violet, Ultra Blue, Ultra Sunrise, Ultra. There's Ultra Red,
Ultra Brown.
Now there's Ultra Gold and Ultra Watermelon. Oh, there's Ultra Rose. No, Rose, whatever. And Ultra Paradise. Ultra Paradise is the one that looks like slime because it's like super bright green, and this blew my fucking mind. I was so sure that Ultra Paradise was green apple watermelon flavor, and I remember thinking to myself, ooh, green apple watermelon? That sounds really good. I can't wait to try that. And then trying it and thinking, that's really good. And it tastes just like green apple and watermelon. Everything's coming up Millhouse. But I was looking up what the new flavors are, and apparently Ultra Paradise is not green apple watermelon. It is kiwi cucumber lime flavor, and this has changed everything for me. Nothing will ever be the same.
Maybe it's all in your head, and it's actually just a bunch of sugar, and you just think it's a fruit when it's just sugar.
It's just the color of the can that tricks me into thinking they taste different.
Yeah,
I could believe it. I don't know. None of the new flavors blew me away. I was a little disappointed. There were opportunities there, wasted opportunities. It's just how they didn't fill the void. The new Monster Ultra colors didn't fill the void inside me. what should I do?
From being 1 year older, you have an extra year's worth of void to fill. You've been collecting them.
I've been void gazing. You might. I'm chasing it. Yeah. I just gotta find something else. Gotta find meaning. I can't. I've said this before, but I think I've finally hit the point where I have no more joy. I have no more joy to extract from Noita anymore. I've got a game going right now. My wand is amazing. I'm at the last boss, and I'm like, well, I could go and collect orbs, but what's the point? You know? What's the point?
I know that feeling right now. It's in Minesweeper. Even though Minesweeper is like endlessly fun, I'm like, I can just complete like an evil-sized board in no guessing mode.
Evil-sized.
Yeah, and it'd be like clickety click clackety click click. Oh, okay.
Well, clickety clack down the track.
Clickety clack
down the
track.
Minesweeper track.
And I completed it, and I was like, yeah. Well, I can do that now. It's no longer that much of a challenge. Just the times I lose is usually just when, it's very difficult, and like I can't do it, and then I lose, or I just slip my finger. But if I can, if there's no like big guesswork, I just go all the way through, and I'm like, okay, I've spent so long listening to YouTube videos and playing this game. I don't care about what I'm doing, but I guess I'll do another one. Oh.
Yeah, I guess I'll just do another. I guess I'll just start up a new Noita because I beat the last one. Okay.
I've been playing Dark Souls as well, that sort of thing, where I got the Black Knight Greatsword early on. I was like, I guess I should do a strength build, and I just played the game with a strength build, one-shotting most things. It was like, this is so boring. I've played the game like this at least 2 times all the way through, and it's not fun. Dark Souls 1 is very slow. The Black Knight Greatsword is extremely slow. But I know all the enemies, I know all the places, I know everything. I can just run through it, kill everything, grab everything, kill the bosses. I'm like, I spent like 3-4 hours that day just doing that, and I didn't enjoy myself. I was just on autopilot. I was playing the thing.
Yeah.
Why gotta be like that?
Where am I gonna get? The dopamine well has dried up. We gotta find more. We gotta migrate somewhere. We gotta be nomads and roam somewhere to find new supplies.
I think it's just because it was so easy to click on. We wanted to get into Subnautica, and that's pretty cool.
Subnautica seems scary.
It is. That's why I liked it. I played it, and it's like, it's big and scary and wet, and it's an ocean, like a big scary wet ocean, and the day-night cycle causes it, because it's an alien planet. There's no artificial light anywhere. As soon as the sun sets, underwater is like almost completely pitch black, and if your torch or your flashlight, I should say, that can run out of battery, and you have to like collect materials to craft batteries. So you could be out in the middle of the ocean, the sun could set, your torch would be out of juice, and then you'd be right at the deep down, and it's scary. There's big scary monsters making noises, and it could be anywhere 360 around you because it's water. It's great.
The idea of a giant like beast looming up at you out of the depths of the sea is like one of the scariest things I can even imagine.
Oh, dude, there was this one bit where you can only go so far down with your regular like mask. What do you call it? O2. The thing you breathe canister. You need like to upgrade it so you can dive deeper and stuff. So I can go down a certain way, and then I got that upgrade, and then I found a cave, and I was like, oh, let's go down into this cave now that I can. I went really far down, and then it opened up into this gargantuan, like, underground cavern with very strange, completely new foliage and flora and fauna and, like, different fish I'd never seen before. And it was all just this out of reach. And then there was big, scary, screaming noises. I was like,
no.
like, it was very, very, very dark because the sunlight couldn't reach down there. So I was like, I had to throw a flare down, and it just kept going down. I was like, no. If this is the next part of the game, I don't want to play anymore. I don't want to go down here.
Yeah. Wait, you have a VR?
It's not VR. Maybe it is VR, but I don't have one. You can just play it with a controller.
I thought Subnautica was a freaking VR game. There's a non-VR version. It definitely is in VR. You can play it that way, which would make it so much scarier.
Oh yeah. That would. I mean, you have a VR, so you could play that version if it exists. I haven't seen it,
but I won't. But I fucking won't do it.
I mean, it's very satisfying overcoming these fears, because when you're first plunked into the ocean, you don't know anything. So anything could be like, you're thinking, okay, sharks, are they gonna come? How am I gonna respond to that? Oh god, I don't know how to play. I don't know how to move. Left, right, up, down. Oh my god, what the fuck is that? And then you're constantly like running out of food and water. Like you have to like find materials to cook things so that you can live, so that you can like disinfect seawater so you can drink it. So there's a time thing. You can't just relax. You have to keep going out into the ocean to get things. And it's forcing it forces you to like face the scariness of like the unknown until you're comfortable in a certain area, and then you branch out a bit, and then you get more materials. You find secret materials, special materials. You get gold, and you can make super computer chips. Then you can craft vehicles that can go even further. You can make beacons, and you can build like underwater bases.
Can you build wands, Can you build a chainsaw wand, though? I didn't think so.
Probably.
Noida 1, Subnautica 0.
You can. I don't know about a chainsaw, but you can definitely get a drill at some point to like drill through big veins of like iron, or it was not iron. I think
that's pretty good.
I forget.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice. Impressive. So are you saying, so is it terrifying or no?
It is terrifying.
Because I feel definitely like I feel like it's not supposed to be like a scary game, and yet I feel like just the feeling of being in the sea with the possibility of monsters is just, it's too scary, even though it's not trying to be.
I think it is trying to be pretty scary. Like all of the things that you like, because it's the unknown and you can't see very far because it's murky. And there's these big, like huge, like kelp. I don't know. They're not called kelp because it's an alien planet. Everything has a funny name. There's these huge, like, forests of kelp, and you can swim through them, but obviously they block your vision, and then you hear like a weird snarl from some like predator, and it could be attacking you, but it also could very easily be attacking some other fish. So you don't know whether like a prompt from, like an audio cue is something that you should be wary of, or something that you could get used to just happening, because some creatures, they just make noises. So you have to get used to all of these things. You have to, it is supposed to be like venture into the unknown and figure it out, because you crash landed and nobody's there to help. And you have to get your scanning thingy, and you have to, like, you craft a scanning thing, and then you can scan its like creatures, but you have to hold the scanner on them. So if I needed to scan like a predator to see what what its weaknesses are or whatever, I would have to get in range of one to scan it for long enough and hold the scan beam on it while it chases me. And I was like, no, thank you. But yeah, you can build up your knowledge database of all the things you've scanned and things you understand. It's such a good, satisfying progression of that kind of survival game. I think you really would enjoy it.
I could see there's aspects of it that I do think seem pretty cool, and I think I think I watched a Joseph Anderson review of it. Do you know
I
him?
think I saw that as well. Yes, I know him. He's the
Yeah, and
budget
it
Matthew Matosis. Lol.
he pretty much is, who actually makes videos, Lamau. But yeah, it seemed cool, and I considered playing it for a little while, but I never got around to it. It I I think maybe the reason is because my current setup in my room is like it's not quite big enough to make like VR work. Like I can use the headset. I can just barely sort of make it work, but it's like a little smaller than is optimal. Um and I like have a problem with like, I set up the sensors, and like they work, and they have enough space, but like I can move in ways where some like the table will like clip between me and the sensor, and it'll stop sensing me because the line of sight is interrupted and stuff. And it's just a little bit inconvenient. It doesn't quite work as well as it should, which is a bummer. Yeah,
I think
so
I watched a video at the Examine Life of Gaming talked about Subnautica in a best of 2018. I think that's why I was so interested in it, because he really sold me on how cool it
Examined Life
is.
of Gaming was that channel that Jesse liked, or he knew the
It
guy
was
who made it, right?
Jesse knew the guy, yeah.
Yeah.
Friends, I assume they're like forum
He
friends.
was
I don't
that
know whether they've
guy.
met up before, but yeah.
Examine Life of Gaming was that guy. He was like very like nerdy looking and sounding, but he seemed to really like guns, and most of his videos were about
Yeah,
FPSs, and
he's a gun boy.
he would always take special mention of like how the guns work in the game, and like whether they're accurate, and like so on, which I thought was pretty funny.
He's got
Um
really good content. I've subscribed, and it's been good.
I I liked his old stuff. Does he still make videos?
Yeah, I've so often like
I
what has
haven't
he
checked
been
his
doing?
channel in a long time, but I would. It was
He did
perfectly good.
fucking. Oh, he went through Marathon, which is a franchise I hadn't heard about. Um, yeah, it's just,
Um,
he
hmm.
makes videos about things, and I'm like, I'd never have heard of many of these things, but I like that he's so into them, and he cares about these types of games so much that he can like really praise something done right in a certain way for shooter games and stuff.
His last video was fuck. His last video was 5 months ago. So he makes them occasionally. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen like any of these. Um,
Oh
these are
yeah,
all new since the last time I checked.
he did
Awesome.
like Deus Ex and MechWarrior stuff.
This is my fucking this is my bread and butter, is just a YouTube video where a guy talks about a video game. I have endless appetite for this. I cannot stop this watching this genre. It's just there's infinite amounts of it, and I can just put it on, and I can pay attention or not pay attention, and that's what I do all day every day. It's fucked up, honestly. um
Truth.
I've talked about this. We've talked about this
We've
about like,
it's always
put
been like put
put
on
on a
whatever.
video to ignore, but then sometimes I get distracted by it, and I do pay attention, and it does distract me from what I should be doing, even though I didn't want it to.
Did you see
Ah,
the Red Letter Media like best of the worst like supercut of like really like memorable moments from almost 100 episodes? The 100th episode is coming out soon, apparently, of best of
uh,
the worst.
oh no, I didn't see this montage. I guess it came out yesterday.
Yeah,
No,
there's
I haven't seen it.
it was just so, I don't know, like
Based,
I had seen all of those videos multiple times, and to see
yeah.
so many of those moments, I'm like, oh, that was a great episode. Oh, that was a great episode. Oh, that was in a great episode. All of these were in so many great episodes of Best of the Worst. How many fucking hours of content have I watched of
Wait,
that?
there's 100 episodes of Best of the
Soon
Worst.
to be 100 episodes. Yes.
That's insane. It doesn't seem like there's 100. I would have guessed there were maybe like 20 or 30.
Oh no way! It's
Wow.
way more than 20.
What? What?
What?
I just I I don't I can't believe it. Also, I can't believe this best of the best of the worst. It's only 2 minutes long. Like
It's a very
only
short, like,
only two
like
minutes. They
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 definitely would
can't
have cut
they
out
can't
like
have
things.
they can't have like I just feel like there's more than 2 minutes worth of memorable highlights from
It's
from that.
not like highlights from the show. It's like highlights of movies they watched on Best of the Worst, like little clips, like
Oh,
exploding environments, like environment explodes, like that part. And then there's
okay.
things like that. Rem Lazar is on there for like a frame, so it's like uh,
One frame.
yeah, just little bits of all of these things. Like, hey, remember this? Oh my god, I do. Fucking Getaven, where the guy blows up
I
at the
don't
end.
I don't even I like don't remember some of these. Like I don't remember the
I
movies
remember all of them.
themselves. This one, it's like really at the beginning. It's like a guy with a beard and a mohawk getting his head chopped off. I don't remember that at all. I have no clue what movie that was from. Um, I guess I like don't remember the movies as well as I remember the discussions. Because I mean, a lot of the time I'm not even looking at the screen, right? I'm not like watching it. I'm listening to it passively. Uh, wait a minute.
I
It
guess I forget
says,
the Raiders of Atlantis. I forget that one. Yeah,
is that the one with?
the Mohawk
Wait.
guy, his head chopped off.
Yeah, Raiders of Atlantis. No, no recollection of that whatsoever. Um, Red Letter Media. What a franchise. What an unlikely story. A bunch of fucking weirdos from Milwaukee. They said they'd never amount to anything, but they made a couple of shitty movies and then they made a YouTube channel, and now look at them. I haven't. Have you seen any of their like movies? Because actually have not seen like
I
Space Cop or
I haven't.
anything.
No, no.
What's the
I've
other one?
heard they're
It's like
bad, so I'm like, I'm not that interested. It's a movie.
what's
It's
the
different.
what's the one about like a gorilla? They had like an old movie they made that's something about a gorilla. And
I don't know.
fuck.
They
Wait,
made a lot of old movies, like little fun film student project stuff.
Space Cop. Hold on. No, Revenge. Um, Low budget features produced by and starring Staklasa and the Red Letter Media affiliates have been largely horror and comedies such as Feeding Frenzy, The Recovered, Oranges, Revenge of the Eggplant, and Space Cop. I swear to God, they have one about like a gorilla, and there was a like you if you like a patron or something, you could get like a behind the scenes documentary. Am I having a stroke? I was like 100% sure of this, but maybe I'm confused. I don't know. And I think I wanted to watch it, but it cost money, and I said no. Oh well. Yeah, no, I haven't seen Space Cop or any of that. It looks like I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. I think these guys are funny, but I don't necessarily trust that they have immaculate like filmmaking sense. I've seen a bunch of their
I
old like
left.
sketch comedies on the channel. Huh? You left?
I left to pee.
Oh,
Lol,
lol.
I didn't hear what you said.
You ever gone back and watched like their oldest videos like in chronological order?
No, not all of them. I think I watched like the making of some of their old films, which were interesting.
If
Seeing Rich
you
like build a volcano or whatever.
if you go back and I mean hell, I'll look right now. If you go to their channel and just sort their videos like oldest to newest, you get like their fucking Fruit Pal like puppet shorts. Oh, Gorilla Interrupted. Gorilla Interrupted is the monkey movie, and there's a
Oh,
trailer for it posted 9 years ago.
I remember Dale Jackson reporting. I've seen that one.
Like their movie reviews don't even start until Well, I guess it's the Plinkett reviews
Yeah,
are like
Plinkett.
the oldest stuff, the oldest like review content that they have on here.
You know,
But yeah, it's all these fucking puppet shorts with fruits.
what was up with the fruit? I've never actually looked at these.
They just are like it's like a satirical sitcom about
Gorilla Interrupted
a
Trail.
sassy black apple married to a cowardly bitch of an
Wait.
orange man.
I think I've seen one of these. The bitch orange, I remember.
Yeah.
With the hairline.
Oh dear. Oh, I'm still I can't look for a job, sweetheart. I need to spend that time finishing my ice sculpture. Uh yeah. That.
Wait a minute. All
And
right,
I
maybe
just think it's pretty funny.
So
Mhm.
the Star Wars Phantom Menace Plinkett review seems to have come out after a Star Trek review. I never saw that.
Is it a Plinkett review?
Well, I'm gonna click on it.
I don't know. I think I think a lot of these are reposts. Cuz like the channel has existed
yeah,
for
that's what I was
16 years
thinking.
and the oldest videos are only 9 years old. So I don't know if these are necessarily
Curious.
chronological. Yeah. Like I know Mr. Plinkett, I think he existed before the Plinkett reviews. Like he's
Actually,
in
yeah. When
he's
was
in this
2000? What was 2012? No, it definitely came out before 2012. 9 years
he's in
ago.
this thing about the Olsen twins movie, this little skit of him like getting a phone call from the Olsen twins. Plinkett's in that. And even back then, Rich was playing him in the live action bits. Yeah, I think there was older stuff on here that has been removed, and I don't know what it could have been. I wonder. Maybe some like internet historians. No, maybe it's cataloged somewhere. The shameful history. Oh yeah, Orange's Revenge of the Eggplant. So many of their old projects were about like puppets with fruit.
Oh wait. Staklasa created his first video review for Star Trek Generations after watching the film in 2008. Staklasa believed Staklasa believed his own voice sounded too boring for the review. I remember seeing this in an interview actually.
Are you reading
Too
this on
boring for the review.
Wikipedia?
Adopted the persona of Harry S. Plinkett. Yeah, Wikipedia.
Thought his voice was too boring. Man. Imagine if every fucking like YouTube like video essayist, because that's basically what it. Imagine if every one of them was like, my voice is boring. I'm gonna like adopt a wacky character.
Yeah, it was great.
It could be great. It could be great, but it could probably get pretty annoying too.
Well, sure, but like
yeah.
I think it was his like creativity to even think that, oh, I don't want to just be a schlubby guy talking about a movie, because that's a stupid, crazy thing.
That's the worst. That's the worst thing you can be.
So I'll just like play into like the crazy old schlubby insane nerd thing, and be like, oh, this movie sucks. So I like to fuck my cat. You know, like that's. It was the stereotype that's playing into.
That's the natural progression of ideas. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the only way.
Everyone knows.
The only way.
Everyone knows Red Letter Media is good. I don't know why I even bothered saying anything. Lamau.
Sure. I just one time on a lark, I was like, let me look at their oldest shit, and I was like, what is all this fruit doing here? Some of it's funny though. The orange apple bits are like funny enough, I suppose.
Holy shit. Space Cop trailer 9 years ago? When did they make Space Cop?
What?
I'm looking at
9 years.
I mean, it's the same
maybe they were making it 9, but it probably didn't come out for a while after that, because like I'm sure they made the trailer like well before the movie was done.
What is the 2012? Same as all the other things early on in the channel, so it could be a re-upload. In fact,
I think I was
6 years ago. I'm so crazy for Space Cop. That's an old comment.
I think I was thinking of Gorilla Interrupted, but I think it's Space Cop that has like the making of documentary that you can like buy. I think somehow on their fucking, I don't know, Gumroad or some shit. I don't know.
Cumroad.
Please, and thank you. Yeah, Red Letter Media, good channel. What more can I say?
God, this is so weird. I'm scrolling and I'm like, haha, yeah, I remember that. That wasn't that long ago. 8 years ago, 7 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, Best of the Worst, episode 1, 8 years ago. Almost 10 years old. Well, not almost, but 8 years is a long time.
It's so...
January 2013.
It's so unsettling. I mean, you can see in the old videos, like, they look so much younger. But like even just over the course of Best of the Worst, they look a lot different. Like Mike's hair is going like has recently started to go gray at a rapidly accelerating rate. Mike looks the same as ever, but better. He just like learned to comb his hair and trim his beard, and now he looks perfect. And he used to look like a fucking chipmunk, but other than that, he hasn't changed. What did I say? Mike? Yeah, I meant Jay.
You said Matt. Yeah.
Josh has just gotten balder. Mike has just gotten fatter and grayer. Rich, I guess, looks pretty much the same. Like when he was like young, like in his 20s, he looked different. But at some point, he just got kind of like fat and stupid looking, and he has just kind of stayed the same.
Classic. Good old reliable.
Not to be cruel or anything. Not to be mean. Josh looks the same because he has no hair to change. So he's just like a smooth egg, unaffected by the passage of time.
You mean Jack?
Wait, no. I meant Jack. I'm so...
And also, Jack did used to have hair, like, really early on.
He had... But he looks really funny with the hair, because he's, like, a ginger, and but he's, like, bald, but his hair is, like, fluffy on the sides, so he looks like a clown. Oh, he had clown hair. I can totally understand why he would trim it. He looks much... You know, he kind of... The old clown look, it has a certain appeal. If he was some sort of, like... If he was playing some kind of character, like some kind of wacky scientist for children or something, I think that would be a perfect look. But if he's not going for that, then probably shaving it is the right thing to do. Lamau.
He looks a lot better bald.
Yeah, in general, I think so, yeah. God, you know who looks... Josh without his beard. That's a mistake. He should... Yeah. It's good. He should keep the beard. It's much better.
I do wonder about like whether it's like like more of an objective thing or like a perceptual thing. If you see someone with a beard more than you see them without a beard, then obviously it's going to be different when they are without the beard. But can you get used to it? And is it better? Like, is there a clear judgment able to be made with regards to beard and hair and stuff?
I mean, everyone might have their own opinion. In my opinion, it's not merely that, like, I was used to him with the beard, seeing him without it makes me feel weird. It's that, like, beardless, you can just see his face, and his jawline is just so, like, pudgy. and he's got, like, a very pronounced shadow anyway, even when he's shave the beard. So like just have the fucking beard and it looks like deliberate. I don't know. With the beard he looks I don't know. I guess it makes you look I don't know, like I guess a little more badass. I guess a little more hardcore in a way, whereas like beardless, his jawline and his chubby cheeks just make him look like a soft fucking what's the word?
Potato man?
Puke.
Oh.
Potato man? Did you say potato man?
Yes, I think because
something like that.
The roundness.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. You get what I'm saying. You gotta play to your strengths. You gotta an assessment, a frank assessment of like, all right, what do I look like? What are my problem areas? How can I mitigate? How can I mitigate these? In Josh's case, a beard is necessary. In Jack's case, shaving the head. That's what you got to do.
In Jay's
not me.
case, it's to, I don't know, change everything. Grow the beard a little bit, but sort of not.
The way all Jay needed to do was just have his beard be normal. Like, the reason he looked bizarre before was because he did his beard like weird. Like, he would have like weird like sort of semi mutton chops, or he would have like just the mustache, and it was like, what are you doing? And his hair would be all messy. But now he's got the nice like comb to the side. He's just got like the nice normal beard on his like pretty normal face, and it just looks good. And he's improved his dress sense too. I think he wears like I don't know, like leather jackets now, and it just works. It just works for him. He's still a manlet, but he looks like a manlet who knows what he's doing. Good for him. Good for him.
I'm looking through Jay footage. Also, this is the boy judging corner of the Procrastinators podcast.
The boy judgment. We were past judgment on boys.
Then I don't know about this boy right here.
Which you got a particular one?
No, I was just saying that, like, this is the boy
in general, corner. Just in general. Yeah. Oh, this boy is not living up to his boy potential.
Is there a way to boy potential and potential, like boy potential? Nah, that doesn't really work.
No, I'm sorry. You fucked up.
Fuck. I didn't fuck up. Yeah. I was experimenting and it blew up in my face. But you know what? At least I tried.
No, you shouldn't have. You shouldn't have done that. That was a mistake.
Right. He's right. I should never
speak. If you hadn't tried, you wouldn't have failed. So let this be a lesson to you. Red letter media, movies, boys. It's all good. It's all good. Have we forgotten any boys that need judgment? There's that one guy who wears like the flannel shirts and he has the mustache and he's bald and he's like just there
Tim.
occasionally.
Tim, he's Tim. Like new regular, I think.
He was there before, but I think lately he's been around a little bit more often.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's fine. I don't know, whatever.
He looks like how he looks. I mean, obviously, like a balding is like difficult to make look good. So it's like, you know, whatever. His mustache thing is a bit distinctive at least. I don't know whether
it's distinctive at least.
And I like him being like a really weak drunk. Like he can't take his liquor and he goes like really slurry really quickly, and everyone laughs at him. And that's really fun.
I guess was he just doing that one time as like a bit?
No, I think he really can't hold his liquor very well.
Maybe.
I think they all drink about the same amount, and he starts going whoa a lot quicker.
I mean, they all drink about the same amount, except Mike seemed to get like kind of hammered sometimes. Like Mike seemed to be drinking like the hard stuff and like actually confused.
Mike is a real alcoholic.
I think
not literally, I guess. I shouldn't say real like I know anything.
They make
fun of him.
Either.
They poke fun at him.
They make fun of him for getting drunk, which he definitely does. I feel like, and maybe I'm jumping to conclusions here, I feel like Rich might be like an actual alcoholic, and that's why like a lot of the time like the other guys will have a beer, but he will have like something else. I feel like at some point they were like, Rich, you are actually he was like, you know what, I'm actually an alcoholic and I probably just shouldn't drink. I don't know that maybe. For sure. I've noticed that I never see him with a drink. And I think like there's got to be a reason for that.
They do like mention it at some point. Like why Rich is having energy drinks or like water instead of beer. I think
it's because he doesn't want to have alcohol, which is like so there must be an issue there. Which, like, if so, like,
I thought
good
it was a
on him.
medical thing, but maybe it's just like
Oh, I guess
alcohol.
I guess it could be like a medicine interaction. You know what? It could totally be that too. I didn't even think about that. I just jumped to conclusions.
That's a real boy judged right there by Ben saying that guy probably alcoholic.
I mean, it's one explanation, but I guess it's not the only one. So yeah, shows what I know. Thank you for broadening my mind. Thank you for expanding me into new unexplored territories of the human condition. Speaking of medicine, so I'm on the vaccine waiting list now. I think I need to go and like redo my application to let them know that I'm a former smoker, because apparently that is considered a comorbidity and can get you moved up the priority list. Lol. Very funny.
Well, it is a lung thing, so
it is a lung thing. I gotta admit, I'm embarrassed to admit this. This is gonna be very cringe. But I am scared to get it.
Where do they stab it? Do they stab it in your shoulder? Because that's fine. There's plenty of flesh there.
My roommate got it in in like the upper arm.
Yeah, that's easy. Because it's sort of behind you at that point. You don't even see it.
No, that's not what I mean. I mean, I don't like the shot. I am scared of needles and such, and like that's bad. But it's okay. I can take that. No, I'm scared of like, I'm scared that it's gonna do something.
Oh, it will.
You know?
It'll probably make you sick for a bit. That's because it's like it's a baby coronavirus in there. Essentially.
Something like that. I mean, I've heard people say that, like, I don't know. Apparently it's very rare, and like there's only one brand has done this, and it's not even the kind you can get in America. There was one brand in other countries that gave some people blood clots. And like
that was bullshit. That was bullshit. It was like, well, I guess nobody knows for certain, but the tests were done. The amount of people who got blood clots after getting the vaccine is so low that it could easily have just been normal instances of having blood clots. Like, people were getting very scared about it. I think it was in Europe, right? It's the AstraZeneca vaccine.
That's right. That's the one. That's the one.
It was sort of fear-mongered like that because
I mean,
in Europe, a lot of people in Europe don't trust vaccines for some reason, or at least in France, I've heard. So it's sort of a political thing to like not seem like you're trying to push vaccines too hard because the public won't like that. They won't vote for you or some bullshit. So there's lots of, we got to ask as many questions as possible. Is this causing blood clots? Like, if somebody brings that up, a politician in one of these countries can't just dismiss it. It's kind of like, they have to address these concerns, because even though the concerns are probably bogus, they would look bad if they don't follow it up. And so in the UK, nobody cared that was, the scientists said, no, it's probably not a thing. And then we got the vaccine. We kept getting the vaccine for our people. And then everyone in Europe was like, we're all busy with bureaucracy and paperwork because we're trying to discern whether this blood clots are actually like a real threat. And it turns out, really, no. It's so little evidence to suggest that that's true. And then so many people just waited too long to get their vaccine. Lol.
It's not rational. It's genuinely just that, like, I know that there are other people that are like scared and don't want the vaccine. And even though like it's not, those aren't even like people who I agree with, but I know that they exist, and my animal instinct is like, if they're afraid, I should be afraid. You know what I mean?
Understandable, yes.
I'm
not so I haven't been, because like I've been told they'll call you when you're ready. So everyone's somewhere on the list. It's not like you have to sign up to get one. They'll just
I had to sign up. I had to sign up somewhere.
So like they say they'll call me when it's my turn, and I haven't really thought about it. And I never really like considered anything potentially going wrong. I'd just be like, now I've got the thing. Eventually I'll have the thing.
It's just, I've heard that like, it makes your arm hurt. It's like, it makes you feel like it gives you like a mild head cold or something. And I'm like, even though those don't seem like a big deal, it's still like scary because it's like, wait, I'm putting something in my body that's fucking with me even a little bit. Like, Jesus. And it's stupid because like obviously coronavirus would fuck with me more.
Yes.
but still it's like to voluntarily like fuck with my body is like yeah. But I'm kind of like I think I'm kind of just like scared of like doctors and medicine in general. This is a thing that I have been like in the last few years, and I never used to be like this. I think I've become paranoid,
That's
terrified.
cringe.
It is. I told you it was going to be cringe, and here it is. I'm right again. Far right Ben Saint.
Cringe
yeah.
right.
Scary. It's scary. I'm so scared. I'm so fucking scared. I'm so fucking
You're gonna
scared
go.
just
You're
to
gonna go
exist.
to the doctors, the hospital, whatever. They're gonna say, "All right, Ben Saint, sit down here. We're gonna,
No, please.
we're gonna throw this needle at you. You're gonna take it. You're gonna.
We're gonna
punch you.
Tie you to this wheel and spin it, and then we're gonna throw syringes at you like a dartboard.
And you know, 1 in 5 of these syringes has syphilis on them, so you better watch out.
No, not syphilis. Ugh. I'm so scared to even exist in a human body.
You know what really
such
does
a terrifying
scare me?
state of affairs. Yeah.
What really does scare me is like medical trash cans, like the bins that they throw used needles, things that have been in other people, things that are like not disinfected. They just throw them in like a medical waste bin. I've seen those bins sometimes like just open top, and I'm like, God, if I just put my hand in there, I could have every disease on earth and I would die instantly. I don't like the idea that I could potentially fall into that and then, oh, the needle with the AIDS on it got onto my face, and now I have face AIDS. That sucks. Yeah. It really, really unnerves me when I see like a medical waste disposal thing.
Sure. I mean, true. But I mean, there's so many things that could kill you in so many different ways. They're all over the place. I mean, you could just walk out your window and you would fall. If you're on the second floor of your house, you have enough fucking potential energy to kill yourself instantly. You just walk out the window and that's it. You did it. Oh, there's an electrical socket. Oh, there's enough voltage there. There's enough voltage there that like, if you fucking stuck 2 tongs in there, the amps going through your body would fucking kill you. There's a potential drop there that's lethal.
You
like
just
it's
take
right
the
there. You're looking
into
at
the bath. Dude, have you ever thought about like how in like thrillers or whatever, there's like the torture scene, or like there's a bad guy and he's got a weapon and he's in your house, like, oh shit, what am I gonna do? He's got a weapon in my house. Nobody needs a weapon. You just get like, you go to the house, like the cupboard under the sink, you get like some sort of like cleaning thing, and then you force it down someone's throat. You get bleach and you put them, like, household objects are so dangerous.
Well, I mean, yeah, but you would have to, I mean, to do that, he would have to like wrestle me first. He would have to like what's the word? He would have to like disable me somehow.
Sure.
Or hold me down in a way to kill me with that.
Yeah, I mean, there's kitchen knives and stuff as well. It's just sort of the idea that like a weapon, like somebody brings a gun. I mean, a gun is long distance and it's very loud and dangerous, and obviously, but like so many things in your house could kill you right now so easily if you just fell into like a strange mindset where you're like, what if I just did this, and you idiot die.
Sure. I mean,
there's a word for that. Like the idea that you can see that a train is coming and you're thinking, if I did walk off, I would die right then. God, I sure hope I don't do that. I better sit down. I better clench my legs together so that nothing moves.
I think about that all the time, and I think about being hit by a train. I think about having my head crushed. I think about having my head crushed every day and what it would feel like. And it's a horrifying thought that I keep having and can't stop myself from having. And sometimes I'm just sitting or I'm lying down alone and I think about it, and it's so unpleasant to even
No.
cross my mind the possibility that I like spaz, and sometimes I like involuntarily like scream a little bit because I thought about it too hard. And this is true. This is true about me.
No, I understand. I feel similar. It's like when something has like fucked with me that I've seen, maybe just in a video even. But it's like, oh,
I'm
that's
thinking about it
unsettling.
now.
And then at like beyond that point, it's like it pops into my head randomly, and I'm like, oh shit, I should not think of that. And now I'm thinking of not thinking about it, which causes me to think about it.
I'm having like an anxiety attack because I'm thinking
perpetuates.
about what it would feel like to have my head crushed, and it's the like, it's so bad. It's so
Dude,
bad.
Ben,
And
block it out, block it out.
I hate that I exist in a universe where not only can this happen, it has happened. It has happened to other people before. How fucked is that?
I wonder what like therapeutic methods there are, because like to like guarantee getting over something like that. Because I've heard, we've all heard of like, oh, if you expose yourself to the things you don't like, you'll realize it's not so bad. But it's like getting your head crushed is a little different. How do you expose do you watch like horror movies? Would that make it worse or better? I don't know.
I don't. It would probably just make me think about it more.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
What can be done?
I don't know if there's any solution to this problem.
Dude, what if COVID cures your ability to get your head crushed?
I read that apparently a large number of people who had COVID develop like neurological or mental issues afterwards. Like
large amount? How many?
I think it was something like, oh god, I'd have to find the article, but I think it was like 40%. Which, yeah, they develop
that seems impossible. How could a vaccine that does 40% of that?
No, not the vaccine. Not the vaccine, having COVID. Like having full-blown COVID.
Right.
And you develop these, and by neurological or mental includes stuff like depression or like chronic anxiety or something, right? Like not like brain damage but some people's brains are damaged by COVID, but like it's other things too, like depression is, but it's like a large percentage, more than other things, like more of a percentage, significantly more people who were treated for COVID would go on to develop issues like that than people who were treated for, say, the flu or something, like by a percentage. And this is very bizarre. This is a very bizarre piece of information, but I had to wonder, like, what if the vaccine does the same thing? What if the vaccine does it too? What if the vaccine will give me depression or anxiety or something? That sounds crazy. I know.
It seems like if it's something that happens with COVID, it could happen with the vaccine, because the vaccine would be like a small dose of the disease to get your body immune system able to to recognize it so that you can fight it in the real world. So if it's like, it might make you depressed for a bit. I don't think anything would be long lasting though from a vaccine. Doesn't seem like it has the power to do anything.
I don't know. I might embarrass myself by not knowing like what I'm talking about, but I don't think that the vaccine is just like a small dose of the virus, because the virus itself does not create immunity to itself, because like you can get COVID and then recontract it and get it again. It's something else. Like it's some piece of the fucking like genetic material that causes you to create a certain spike protein. I don't even know what that means.
I don't know either, because I haven't read up on it, but I just understand vaccines to be like, that is the purpose of them, is to get your body's immune system, like give it the data. It's like a data download. You like, here's the cheat codes for like when this enemy you're supposed to roll. When this Dark Souls boss enters the body, you roll here. Like this is the iframes, and it's like, okay, thanks. And it's basically like a little tutorial for your body's immune system. That's what I think of it as. And now that I'm thinking about it like that, it's kind of cute. It gets a little. So your body's immune system is a little Dark Souls guy, and he's rolling around. He's like, "Oh, I died. All right, let me try again." And that's you feeling a little bad after taking the vaccine. But then he gets it, and then the real thing comes, and he can roll. He can do all the rolls. He can do a soul level 1, fists only attack and win.
I know that like some people who got COVID got what was called long COVID, which was when you don't actually have COVID anymore, but your immune system like over responds to the virus, and it like continues to do its thing even after the virus is gone, and it gives you symptoms that last for like months or like a year, where like your immune system is just like making you sick continually. Which is fucking cringe. I mean, I heard some people speculating that like, could the vaccine, since it's just about your immunoresponse, could the vaccine trigger a similar thing? And I mean, to the best of my knowledge, it seems like the answer is no. I haven't seen any reports of long COVID being brought on by the vaccine, which is good.
I mean, I don't know.
Nevertheless,
I feel like
it's
I would
scary.
like.
It's scary because I don't understand.
Sure. I think the important thing to understand is that all of those potentials are like very, very minor. Otherwise, it would be a very big story.
In the grand,
so it's unlikely.
I mean, in the grand scheme of things, like
and
COVID itself is a much more
vaccine. Yeah,
I
you
think
want to take the vaccine over getting COVID. So it doesn't
COVID
really matter what the potential bad things are. You'll probably take the vaccine on the off chance that it will save you from COVID, and the side effects of the vaccine are largely lesser and rarer than the side effects from COVID, which can lead to death, and it's worse.
COVID is the more dangerous danger. It seems. I mean, not that I would even expect to die if I got COVID, but
that's even the thing. It's like,
but it has like.
I guess.
I mean,
neither of us know exactly how these side effects would manifest in a person like us. We don't know whether we have the exact wrong set of characteristics that would lead to the most rare, terrible of circumstances from the vaccine. But I don't know. Whatever.
Whatever. Yeah. I mean, I wonder. I mean, I guess I must have been a little kid when I got my other vaccinations, and I wonder if like, did I get like mildly sick from those vaccinations too? And I just don't remember.
Did they cause my autism? Is that where it came
from? Makes you think. Makes you wonder. Two things.
Yeah, I was just a perfectly normal like kid.
One must have caused
socializing. I walked into the playground and I did the finger bang, like, hey, like, I was talking to everyone. I was the king of the castle. Got my flu jab, and I became. I was
star quarterback. I was star quarterback before I got vaccinated.
Yeah, I took that. And I became a social intro, and I lost all of my memory of my Chad days, and everyone also lost their memories because they also took the vaccine. Nobody remembers when I was a Chad. That was big pharma doing that.
Big pharma wants everyone to forget that they can be Chads. They want them to be cringe autist consumers.
I used to be a Chad, but now I'm a queen. I guess it's better. Lol.
It's more. I don't know. I'm sure George Soros is happy about that for some reason. I don't know, man. I just everyone I know is getting it. Like one of my roommates is vaxxed. I think like I know a couple people who are getting vaxxed. They're all all gonna be fine.
The worst thing about people getting vaxxed is that we're going to run out of the ability to sell I have COVID shirts.
No! Our markets!
Have we even sold one of those? I'm really curious.
We sold a couple. No, we did. We did. A few people bought them. Oh my god.
Incredible.
I know. Imagine someone out there, maybe you, listener, own that shirt. It's gonna age like fine wine. It's gonna get funnier and funnier as the years go by. It's an investment in the future. Honestly, now's the time. If you haven't done it already, click the link in the Teespring link in the description. Get your own I Have COVID shirt before it's too late. Before you're vaccinated, you can never again claim to have You should go out right now and get COVID just so you can wear that shirt, because this is a chance that will pass you by and never come back. This is a moment in time and you don't want to miss it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Oh fucking boy. Well, fuck.
Yeah.
Do you want to go to voicemails?
I got one
too early
little
for
thing
voicemail. Oh shit.
No, it's not too early, but I got one little thing to say. So all right, you might not have anything to say about this, but I was watching Buffy, season 5.
Classic Gib.
Yeah, classic Gib watching Buffy, enjoying it. But I had noticed something. In Buffy, it's like not a kids show. It's sort of teenage, young adult. So there's blood, there's gore, not extreme gore, but like 90s gore. Vampires, blood. There's quite a few sex scenes. There's no like explicit nudity, but there is like suggestive, like back of back nudity and stuff like that. So it's like
gotcha.
There's been love interest stuff in the show, and there is a new couple that have
no way.
two women, two ladies.
No fucking way.
And they are together. Bruh. They are canonically going out with each other. They're girlfriends.
What the fuck?
And it's like, cool, television show in the 90s that had a lesbian couple that wasn't like a joke, and it's cool, and it's cute, and it's wonderful. And I love it, and it's great, but...
My mind is blown.
But here's
my head has been crushed by this information.
But... the thing that fucking pisses me off so much is that they will not let these lesbians kiss on camera or at all. They just will not. They will not let them kiss.
Damn.
It was this one particular episode where this couple, there was a thing with one of the parents, and they were like, I don't like you doing stuff. Your new friends are a bad influence, stuff like that. And she's like, the episode was about her, and then her friends, the main cast, were like supportive of her as against her family, who are shitty. And it was like,
this is when she came out as a lesbian, you mean?
It was more that she came out as like a witch, because allegory.
Sure.
But they didn't really talk to the parents about the gayness, but lesbian is it's known by everyone else. And there have been like a few like funny jokes about like people's reactions to like, like girlfriend, like it's surprising, but nobody like makes fun of it, so that's nice. It's a good show in that regard. But they just won't let them kiss. They won't let them kiss, despite the fact that in this episode it was the perfect romantic moment. They were dancing together. It was a slow dance, and it was like, I'm so happy, and you all stood up for me, and you, my girlfriend, are so wonderful. And they hug. They hug on the dance floor.
Cringe.
They hug on the dance floor, and it's so...
They hug zone each other.
It's so actually cringe-inducingly like unsatisfying. Everything was leading up to a kiss. We hadn't seen a kiss up to that point, and other characters kiss constantly. Buffy
I was going to ask, do other characters kiss? Yeah,
Buffy kisses her boyfriend so much. She has so much kissing.
Nice.
And it's like, oh, okay, I see what this is. Now, I'm pretty sure it's the showrunner, not the show like creators, but like the like TV, like saying, no, you can't have them kiss. Sorry, you just can't do that. Like, I'm pretty sure the showrunners would have wanted them to be able to, but TV says no. So
that's so fucking what. I mean, if they're just dating, like if they're just straight up fucking dating each other, like why not? Like, what's the problem?
It was so confusing. It's because they've even had like scenes in that very episode.
Unless they're trying to keep plausible deniability, I would at least get it. But if they're not doing that, then why would it be an issue?
It's so strange. Like there's innuendo, because it's like, haha, witches. Like what are their witchy things they're doing together? It's like the sex, like the implied sex, but they haven't confirmed sex. But they did in that very episode I'm talking about. They had a scene where they were snuggling together in bed together, talking about stuff.
Yeah,
like really,
that's pretty
cute and romantic, and like they're overtly going out. Everyone knows. They
That's
just can't do
much...
the lips on lips. Like, I don't know why.
Imagine you're a Christian soccer mom and you're flipping through channels on daytime TV looking for something that you don't want your kids to see. And you flip, which are you going to be more upset by? You see the two girls kiss or you see the two girls snuggling in bed together? I feel like they're equivalent. At the very least. I don't know. It's bizarre.
It was so like bizarre is the right word, because it felt so like it was one of those like moments that doesn't happen often with me, but it was like, oh come on, like throw popcorn at the screen and be like, what the fuck? They couldn't do it.
I just had a thought, but I don't think it's true. My thought was, what if the actresses just didn't want to do it? But like, no, that's horseshit. Actors are actors will kiss whoever you fucking tell them to kiss. These are pros.
Yeah,
There's no way. There's no way it was that.
I doubt it.
No,
I doubt that. I guess I could look into it, but they're quite young. They're not like...
I would be shocked. I would be shocked if that was the reason.
Like young hip 90s kid actors doing like...
Which is more likely to not to be against it. Though the actresses or the cigar chomping execs at the... Yeah. Easy choice.
The worst. Worst thing ever.
Cringe.
Let them kiss. Dog. Let lesbians live.
Let them live.
Let them
maybe
live.
I don't know. Maybe they will later. If you can't
kiss your significant other, then why live exactly?
Maybe as they stay on the show for a while and the audience it becomes clear that the audience accepts them, maybe they will be allowed to do that eventually. I don't know. I could see it.
Well, the thing is, they've been like girlfriends for a while. It like started off as like a weird thing. Like the one character used to have a boyfriend. And they were like, oh, I actually find that I like this person more. This means more to me. It's like, okay, that's been set up. It's been building up. It's gotten to a point where they had an extremely romantic moment and they didn't do it. And it's like, if not then, when would the right person, the time be? It's like, there's an episode about one of them.
Gotcha.
I'm broken record about it, but yeah, it.
Yeah, you're all torn up inside. Yeah, damn.
Why don't they fuck? Where's their vaginas?
Well, what does Plinkett say in the Force Awakens? Like, there's something missing. Where's the sex or whatever? I don't know.
Yeah.
Why don't they fuck? Why don't they? Ray can't fuck a black guy? What the fuck?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that is a thing. Why wouldn't they? Huh?
They just didn't. They just didn't think Finn was an appropriate a male romantic lead for no particular reason.
All right. I haven't seen the fucking Star Wars.
I haven't seen any of the new ones.
I saw like Force Awakens because it's like, oh, like a new Star Wars. Yeah. So I was like, as an event.
Sure.
I haven't seen the other ones, but like, yeah, it seems like there's just no romance in those. I'm like,
I mean, that's what Plinkett says.
It definitely would have helped.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's like we can't have sex in a thing. We just can't have that.
I don't know. I don't know if it's a J.J. Abrams thing.
Maybe
or if it's like...
Wait, no, that can't. It can't be a J.J. Abrams thing. There was like a weird thing with Spock and that black lady in the Star Trek movies.
Oh, I remember. I didn't see that, but maybe
it's like Spock was like getting his bone on with some lady.
Maybe,
and Kirk is obviously a sex boy.
I don't know. I'm tempted to say that like culture, like I'm tempted to say that like youth culture these days is like more squeaky clean, no sex please, but I don't actually know if that's true. Sometimes I feel like that's true, and maybe they just thought it wouldn't play well
It's the
with an
it's the
audience. But I don't
I
know.
would
I
say
have no clue if it's real or not.
it's definitely the group that are mostly online of the new generation. I don't know what percentage of the new generation is like too online, like Twitter online. But that crowd seems to be very squeaky clean Puritan weirdos, and I don't like it.
Yeah. You know, I say that, but I was kind of like that as a kid. Like I was very I mean I had sexual thoughts, but I was very much like, no, I'm not a person who has sex. I'm not like horny or anything. Like publicly I was very much like, no, that's not for me. I'm not interested in that kind of thing. Yeah.
I guess
I guess I can't judge.
Like well.
I guess I really can't judge.
Yeah, it's
lol.
like
even though now I see it and I'm like, I don't know.
Dude,
I definitely was fucking wanted to look at adult content when I was under the legal age to do so.
Dude, I remember this one time when I was very scared of being caught seeing boobies.
Yes.
Where I think it was, I didn't want my parents to find. I found an image, right? It was just like a very tame image. It just happened to be anime. I didn't know what anime was. I typed in boobs into Google, and I saw them, and I was like, you know,
holy
oh my
shit.
God,
holy
this is
fucking shit.
I could just, if I wanted to, I could just see these things that I heard about. Oh my God, I got this really tame anime, like really like covered up, but you know, it's obviously supposed to be sexual, but it's very covered up anime image. I got the file, I put it on a USB, I took it to school, and then I printed it out on the school computer so that my parents wouldn't find out.
That's so fucking funny, but I know I am completely. I would have done. No, I fucking printed out. I didn't take it to my school computer, but I secretly printed out images on my fucking inkjet printer.
It was only because the printer in my house was like, you know, right next to Mum's computer, or the family computer at the time. And I knew in the art department at school, there was a printer that was like easily accessible in a computer area that nobody really went to, and I could easily get in there and like, yes, nobody will find out. I can do it during lunch. I can do it during break or whatever, and nobody will find me. And it was just such a bad, like not even good image. I just like it was boobs. I Googled it and I have it now.
And you found it and you were like, oh my God, I have to save this. Otherwise it could slip through my fingers. I might never find these again.
It's true. I might never find it. If I type in boobs now, the whole game's changed. I'll never see those again.
The metagame has shifted. War never changed.
Oh wait, no, it wasn't that. It was you would type boobies because and then you would get the bird. Remember that?
No.
The blue-footed booby?
I mean, I know what the bird is, but I never had that experience.
That was the first word I typed in was boobies, which is adorable.
Very
because nobody ever
funny.
Says that.
Funny that you remember. I don't remember what terms I was searching for. Who knows? Who even knows? It's fine. It's whatever. Late at night, fucking 1 a.m, parents asleep, dial-up internet is logging on, and I'm like, I'm gonna fucking
go to
quest.
Google.com, type in girl.
Sorry, no, go to fucking Yahoo.com and type in whatever. Because this
type
was
in female.
Go to askjeeves.com and ask, where is the pornography, sir?
He directs you. He ushers you in his hand, like, this way, sir.
Follow me, my lord. Right this way. Yeah. Better,
What is Ask
simpler
Jeeves
times,
right now?
better times.
Ask Jeeves. I can ask Jeeves.
Before,
what the fuck?
Before we reinvented racism, we'd solved racism back then, but then we had to go and reinvent it. And now there's no more boobs on the internet.
Nah, all gone. What did you say? Where's the pornography?
Yes. Where is the pornography, sir? I shouldn't call him. Why would I call my manservant sir? Just call him Jeeves.
Where's the pornography, sir? On AskJeeves.com. Oh.
What happened?
It's news articles about people getting caught on child pornography. Yeah, I don't think I want to be on Ask Jeeves anymore. I'm gonna exit out of that.
Bummer.
Jeeves, why did you send me to this place?
Jeeves, that's
what were you thinking?
You're fired.
That's the first
Jeeves.
thing that comes to his mind.
You're fucking fired. Your pension? Forget about it. Nah, you're done. You're out on your ass. No more fucking no benefits for you. You're gonna have to you're gonna beg in the streets. You're gonna say I was Jeeves once upon a time, but not anymore because you fucked up. Okay. That's all well and good. That's fine. That's cool. I'm out of shit. I don't have anything to say. You want to go to voicemails or no?
Well, I one last thing. My pee
sure, no, please.
My pee is a strange lime green color. I was a little worried, but then I looked up what
what I bet
means.
it is? Okay, I think I know what it means, but go on.
No. Tell me what you think.
I think it's vitamin B, right?
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, I'm a genius. I'm a genius.
It's a penia. I've been having multivitamins.
Genius, a penia.
Yes. For food supplement, vitamins, vitamins. Just get them in me. But I drank one today, and I'm like, pea and green. I guess I have enough. I don't really need to take that, actually.
Yes,
which is good. It at least means my urinary tract is all functioning, and it's doing its job of getting rid of the excess bullshit.
If you have excess vitamin B, it makes you pee. I mean, it's not like green, but it's like neon yellow to almost like a highlighter yellow, like green.
It's like
adjacent.
Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band John Lennon yellow green.
Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Oh, his
suit.
Yeah, I see. Yeah,
I always thought it was like a weird yellow green. Some people just see it as one or the other, and I don't get it.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like different photos of these, it looks different. Like in some of the more like saturated, like high contrast ones, it looks yellow, but then in the less saturated like group shots of him, it looks green. I think it's green though. It's green. It looks more green when it's shot on the yellow background, but on a blue background, it looks more yellow. You know, because that's how colors work.
Oh God, it's so confusing.
Wait, is this dress white and gold or black and blue?
Is your eye black and blue? Yes.
Based. I'm so proud of myself. I'm so proud of myself for identifying the P. No, because I've had that. I also was taking multivitamins and was like, why is my pee greenish? And then I looked it up and was like, oh, it's vitamin B. Okay. No problem. Yeah. No problem.
Got too much of that shit.
I took... Oh, God, that reminds me. This is so embarrassing. It was for Christmas. My parents... No, it wasn't for Christmas. It was for... It was more recent than that. Whatever. I saw my parents not too long ago. And they gave me a bottle of gummy vitamins. And these gummy vitamins were incredible. They were so good. They were the most delicious gummy vitamins I've ever had. And in case you're curious, these are the brand is Welby, Welby, Welby Adult Gummy Multivite. They taste incredible. They taste so good that I couldn't stop myself, and I ate like half the jar all at once because they were like too fucking delicious.
That's the stupidest thing you could have done.
You don't understand. You don't understand how good they taste, you fool.
Well, it's one. If you like the taste, you should have spread it out over less time so you could enjoy the taste more. And also, I don't think you're supposed to take so many vitamins at the same time.
You're not. But as soon as I had done it, I was like, oh my god, what have I done? And I started Googling, like,
can I overdose on vitamins?
Can I overdose on multivitamins? The general consensus seemed to be that no, the only like thing that would be in any multivitamin that can like actually be toxic is iron, and these don't have iron in them. So the worst that was going to happen, I mean, they all said, okay, some vitamins are water soluble. Those, no problem. You will just pee them out easy. Some of them are fat soluble, and those you might get kind of sick if you take too much of them. Yeah, you can like oversaturate yourself with them and it'll make you sick. It's not so bad. Iron, too much iron can actually be poisonous, so that might be a problem. But so I'm like, okay, some of these vitamins, there's no iron, but some of them are fat soluble, and I was very scared. And I had to I went and I induced vomiting. I spent like an hour making myself throw up so that I could get these gummy vitamins out of me. And I'm like, oh, they were so good. Why did I do this? Why did I turn something so good and beautiful into something so horrible, into such a nightmare?
Literally, why the fuck did they make them so tasty, though? They only need to be a little bit sweet so that it isn't bad. They don't need to be, like, delicious.
These are... I mean, I appreciate the deliciousness, I do, but, you know, it backfired. It backfired in spectacular fashion. I'm so stupid. I don't know. I just love gummies so much. And I'm not kidding. I have had so many different gummies. These were not just some of the best multivitamin gummies. They were some of the tastiest gummies I've ever had. They're shockingly good.
Do you still have the packet?
I have the bottle. Yeah, I have the bottle.
Maybe you could reverse engineer why the gummies taste so good from the ingredients.
Dextrose, sucrose, pectin, citric acid, sodium citrate, natural peach flavor, natural orange flavor, natural strawberry flavor, vegetable oil, beta-carotene or purple carrot juice concentrate. The carrot juice might have something to do with it. I don't know. The main dextrose and sucrose, pretty standard main ingredient for a gummy.
Maybe it's the natural fruit flavoring.
Maybe. I mean, it was the flavor and also the texture. They had a perfect gummy texture. They were juicy. They weren't too chewy. They weren't rubbery. I don't know. It's so hard to describe them. They were just chewy enough. I don't know. It was also bad because like I'm trying to do keto and I can't be keto and eat half a bottle of even if they weren't vitamin. I can't eat that many gummies. Honestly, I feel bad I'm sort of glad that they're gone because now I'm not eating them anymore because now I'm eating like normal vitamins that are not gummy vitamins that don't have any carbs in them because carbs bad for keto. So, problem solved. But I keep thinking like, damn, I mean, if I'm ever wanting to have gummy vitamins in the future, I want these Welbies. These are just shockingly good. Everyone, I cannot recommend Welby's Gummy Vites highly enough. Really, just 10 out of 10 is my review. Let me know in the comments.
The multivitamin I was having was like a dry pill that you put into a glass of water and then it fizzes up. It turns it blood red, which is kind of cool.
Does it taste like? Does it have like a flavor?
It tastes like it. Yeah, it tastes like cranberry, raspberry a little bit.
Okay.
Quite nice.
I just take a pill. I think I have like Spectravite. I got from a CVS. I need a fucking effervescent beverage. I don't know. Okay, so that's my fucking story of why I had to puke. It's so puking is so bad, and when I do it, it like fucks up my face. Like after puking for a while, I looked at my face and my eyes were bloodshot, and there were like spots on my skin, like little tiny blood specks on like around my like nose and eyes, like tiny capillaries had burst. And I'm like,
oh
this is,
no.
and I'm like,
Are
this
you
is hard.
straining that hard?
I didn't feel, I mean, it was a bit strenuous, but I didn't feel like I was like pushing myself to the breaking point, and yet I must have been, because I was clearly like bursting capillaries in my fucking face. And I'm looking at this and I'm like, I look like a nightmare. I look like decrepit and like sickly and like like a mutant. I like I just aged like 30 years just by doing this. Like, God, no. This I should avoid doing this at all costs in the future. It was very it's very unpleasant to see that.
Yeah, I've been vomiting recently because of the sickness that I'm not quite over. I'm still like this whole last week I've been like, oh, I feel fine today. Wait, no, I don't. No, I don't. Feeling terrible and then fine and sort of bad and then fine. So I think I'm on the mend. So that's good. But like the vomiting days are, they're so annoying. Like it's like a combination of I feel like the world is going to crumble around me because I feel so weak that I can't move, and I know that I need like sustenance in order to live. And I'm like, am I going to be able to make breakfast today? I don't even know. Oh God, because I don't know that I'm going to vomit until it's too late, and then I'm vomiting because I feel sick, and I'm like, I hope it just goes away. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. I've never had my fucking eyes bloodshot from puking though. That sounds so scary.
That is consistent. Whenever I throw up, my eyes get bloodshot. The burst capillary spots on my face, that was new. I'd never noticed that before. Very creepy. I don't know if that's normal, but I mean,
doesn't sound normal.
Oh God! Well, what the fuck? What do you want me to do about it?
Face.
Yeah, I don't understand.
I don't know, Ben. I think you're fucking falling apart. I think we should.
I don't
tape
see
your
like
face together.
I don't see why it would put like enormous strain on my face to be doing that. Like my fucking diaphragm, maybe. You know, like why my face? I don't know. It was oddly satisfying when I mean it like hurt and it felt bad, but it was in a way oddly satisfying to, you know, attempt to throw up and finally get it. Like,
yeah. I mean,
I finally got it.
There's definitely a part of the brain that's like, oh, you successfully expelled the poison from your body. Good job. Now you feel good, you know?
Yeah. Which is sort of abstractly enjoyable, even while the process is like nightmarish and it's suffering.
Like, definitely the worst part about vomiting is I'm not literally vomiting yet, but it's getting close. It's getting closer, and I can't do anything about it, really. I just have to sit by the toilet and wait, and there it comes. And then it's gone, and then it's like, oh, God, it's a great start to the day. Now I feel full of vim and vigor, and I can do everything.
I mean, what I did, because I needed to throw up, what I did was I just drank tons of water, like too much water, like make myself bloated by like drinking like half a half a gallon or a gallon, just like right there. And then it's like my stomach's so full it needs to expel, and it like kind of like forces the issue, and it made it like that was how if I was feeling like, okay, I'm kind of feeling like I'm gonna puke but I'm not quite there yet, I would just like chug some water, and then it would like get me closer. This is disgusting.
No, this is the worst podcast ever.
vomit talk with Ben and Kid.
Well, you know, everyone knows how it
cast.
feels. Everyone knows how it's just a relatable gamer moment for everyone.
We've had shit casts. We talked about pee. In previous episodes we've talked about shit. This is the pee episode and the puke episode, so you can double your money's worth.
The vaccine, and some other stuff.
And
the transphobia. That was the first thing.
Oh sure, right, yeah.
But mostly the gross shit.
All your favorite things. Cool.
Okay, voicemails.
You want to go voicemails? Okay. We actually have a lot, so let's try and be fast. Yeah, I know. Let's try and be fast. Yeah, you have to go all the way back to page 3. The first one is called I know. The first one is called Who is Yig Even For? Do you see that one?
Yep.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey guys, so while we're shitting on Yig Studios, and don't get me wrong, we definitely should keep this up, I just gotta ask, who is it for? Like, what audience are they trying to court? I legitimately don't understand it. Because they're always going on about how much they hate parasocial relationships. Fuck parasocial relationships. I don't know you anything. You don't know who I am. But it feels like their entire business model is built around it. Like having meetups and constantly making videos of them just getting high and shit, like anyone cares, unless they...
I don't know if I agree with that.
...think that they're friends. I just legitimately don't understand. I mean, it's not like you have casual fans because you're not making anything that's worth watching at all. And it's not like you're making your old fans happy because you're constantly shitting on them. You know, calling them entitled and not giving them Blu-rays that they paid for. So
True.
I just really don't understand what Trixie's trying to do. If you guys can enlighten me, let me know, but I don't think you know either.
I think you are wrong.
Anyway, PCP forever. Tom will never die. Call me back.
Tom will outlast all of us. I think you are wrong to say that Yig is about like courting parasocial relationships. I don't think it is. The meetups they talk about doing are not with like they're not fan meetups. They talk about meeting with like other, you know, people that
like
make
creatives or people they care,
noise
like
raps
or something. Yeah,
it's like other people who make raps. They talk about like meeting up with those people on their bus tour, which for the record is never happening. There is no RV.
I think the stuff is that it's weird because it's like it's a Trixie project with music and I don't know how much of the direction. Like obviously Trixie wants to do a lot of this weird music stuff, and that's fine. That's cool, I guess. And the anime
was fine. It was fine when it was on the After Dark channel.
Yeah, there was a comment or something that somebody was complaining
nobody
about, like,
minded.
The idea that this channel that she's had with 300,000 subscribers who subscribed for a particular type of content, are like, they're obviously not going to be happy with like the majority of the things. There is anime analysis still being made, but like they're obviously confused and they're like, oh, okay, what the fuck, and they're leaving. Yeah. And Riley was like, yeah, well, if you don't like it, you can leave. We're definitely trying to bleed subscribers who don't care about what we're doing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if that's the case, why did you want to start?
Then why did you put it on this channel? Then what was the point of starting here?
Like it seemed to be working fine. Like you'd had the Void Gazers chases on the After Dark thing. That could be the whatever Digi Collective.
Nobody minded. Nobody minded when it was on that channel. It wasn't like, because people who were subscribed to that channel already wanted to see like the side content, the other stuff besides the anime analysis. That's what that channel was for. You put it on the main channel and it's like, well, this isn't, you know, most people are like, this is not what I signed up for. I don't know, who the intended audience is. I mean, it's a little, I honestly don't know, other than like they're
Just
making
people
stuff
who
that
like the stuff they make. I don't
well,
know.
sure, but like, what does that
It's
mean?
like
I think they're just making it for themselves because they like it. Which, on the one hand, is like, I guess that's admirable if you're not like catering it to anyone, but at the same time, no, I also don't really know who it's supposed to appeal to, other than maybe if you knew these people, and by people I mean Trixie, because nobody knew these other people before. If you knew them and you're invested in whatever they're doing, then maybe you're interested in these videos that she's making with these other people. And if not, then you're probably not. I
think
guess that's
it's
it.
mostly just like on the off chance that the people Trixie has as followers also like her music, then that's what they're looking for. They just want to, hope they have enough people interested to like survive with the money they could get from that. So yeah,
sure. I just okay, yeah, it's bizarre. Next voicemail is called Protagonist. 3, 2, 1, go.
Who do you think, in your opinion, is the protagonist of the PCP?
Me.
Me. I mean, what sort of question is that? I don't see anyone else as like more important. I'm the protagonist of my own story, and the PCP is merely a thing in my life.
I feel like I mean, I don't know for sure, but I feel like everyone should feel like they are the protagonist. I would hope that everyone involved sees it as their project, to an extent. Yeah. If it's not me, then it's nobody.
Like from the outside looking in, maybe if it's a show, you could like ascribe a protagonist onto the podcast from the outside, but from the inside, I can't think of anyone other than myself, because that's it. I see my own perspective way more than anyone else's because I'm me. So like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Funny question, but I don't know if it really has a great answer. Sorry about that. Next voicemail is called Return of a Hilarious Gimmick. 3, 2, 1, go.
Beatrice, more like butt.
Yeah.
More like
nice. But I like it. It sounded like there was more like but. Okay, cool. Next one is called Sad But Surprisingly Sexy Boy. 3, 2, 1, go. Holy fuck.
Populate many of our music movies. People movies are videos where real people are the primary focus, sort of like reality TV.
I hurt myself.
You know, I do have a sizable chip on my shoulder, and I always have had a chip on my shoulder about the fact that I am not more widely known on YouTube.
People movies.
That I'm not more successful.
Jesse was!
I'm not, a member of the glorious 100K subscriber club.
I allowed myself to be fired from the show so that it would be allowed to continue.
I might never have 100,000 subscribers. I've never even had 10,000 subscribers.
I was also until recently a member of a podcast called the Pro Crastinators.
I deserve a lot more recognition than I get. That's not me being arrogant. I mean, it's just a fact. I've been doing this for so long, and I've been doing it for so well.
I decided to formally leave the podcast after disagreeing with Insane.
And it's just one of those, random, sad truths of being an artist that I haven't caught on like wildfire the way other channels and other creators have been lucky enough to do.
You were the real people movie all along.
I don't really get the Jesse bit.
Okay, what did it say at the end? We were in a people movie all along. Okay. It felt like what was supposed to be happening here is that we were supposed to be contrasting what Jesse was saying with what Trixie was saying, but I don't really see them as like.
I don't see the connection.
I don't see the connection. Jesse's saying I should be more famous. Trixie's saying I mean, she's saying what, like
that I'm not
describing
on the Procrastinators podcast anymore.
Describing what people movies are and saying that she quit Content and the PCP. Man, maybe I'm missing. Yeah, I don't know. I don't.
Or maybe
I don't
maybe
get
the
what
song
two
is
have to
like,
do with
oh,
each other.
like you could have it all, like, oh, the all, aka 100,000 subs. Is it just saying subs go down? I think it might be just saying that.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. If there's a message here, I'm afraid it flew over my head. I apologize, people at movies.yig. Next voicemail is called Pure Schadenfreude pumping through my veins. 3, 2, 1, go.
Here comes Trixie, worst teeth in the game, looking just as unattractive on the outside as she is on the inside. Burning bridges left and right. The PCP knows she's untrustworthy and ungrateful. The Dick Show thinks Yig are a bunch of drama whoring cowards, which is true. Not to mention they still think she's a pedophile. Nate Baseman laying down the ultimatums because he's not blind and he knows a train wreck when he sees one. Just to think that this man quit his job and moved to Virginia just to make content with her. Bad roll, dude. Bad roll. Also, what the fuck are movies? Didn't she ditch the digi branding to make herself more appealing to advertisers? If so, excellent job, honey. You're really killing it. I only got one last thing to say. Brush your teeth, bitch.
I mean, I believe she brushes her teeth now. I believe that's canon. Other than that, I agree. Yeah. Thanks for the voicemail. Next one is called Gib BTFO Love Jellybeaner. How much do you want to bet he will mention the Jews? Odds on a mention of the Jews.
100%.
100%. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
I don't like Jews.
Oh? You said it.
I said it.
It was you all along.
No, that can't be. I kind of said that. Maybe I blacked out for a minute there, but I'm pretty sure. I didn't say that.
I think you probably did say it. Actually, I don't know, but I just think you would and did for sure. Sorry, but it's true. You gotta look yourself in the mirror. Take a long, hard look. Okay. Next voicemail is called Digibro. 3, 2, 1, go.
Trixie has spoken. Digibro is dead. Well, not anymore, fuckers. Guess what? She transitioned to Trixie, and I'm transitioning to Digibro. My pronouns are autist and pedophile. My gender is human content machine. I'm going to make anime videos while wearing women's sunglasses, and nobody can stop me. If you ever want your name back, Trixie, you're going to have to Liquid Chris style rap battle me for it.
I don't think she wants it back.
More like a golden snitch. Ha! What? Got him. I'm a fucking legendary PCP music intro creator. I'm unstoppable. Also, Nate, hit me up if you want a new co-host for content.
I can't even pronounce it right. Content.
Did he say content?
Yeah.
It's content. Content. You have to say it exactly like that. I don't think you're gonna get Liquid Chris style challenge to a karaoke battle. I think she's happy to leave the name, but enjoy it, I guess. Enjoy yourself with it. Next one is called it's a link to a YouTube channel, and the link goes to a channel called DITRH, which appears to be a flat earth truth video or channel. So all right, let's give this a listen. 3, 2, 1, go.
David Weiss is like the greatest flat earther of all time, and he's really cool, and he goes on lots of podcasts, and he'll give you a Bitcoin if you can prove the Earth is round. And
dude, a whole.
But the Earth isn't round; it's flat, and nobody can prove that it's round because when they never went to space, it's all fake. and the world
What is
is
this
not
person?
spinning; it's stationary. Whereas the Coriolis effect, well, you can't prove that it's real because it's bullshit.
I've never seen the Coriolis
And
effect.
it's like the sun is it's spinning overhead. It's like spinning around the disk, and the moon is also doing that. And the sun goes in and out between the tropics and stuff.
I know that.
And you can circumnavigate, but you can't go north to south because if you go south, you end up in beyond the ice wall.
Yeah, the
and,
ice wall.
Who knows
what's
there? It could just be New Tartaria. Who knows? But all I know is that the Great Pyramid of Cthulhu, or Chatula, or whatever you say, is covered in mud. Why is it covered in mud? It's covered in 20 feet of mud.
I don't even know what that
means. Why is it covered in mud? Because and then there's ruins. There's ruins everywhere. Have you ever heard of the wow lines? They're called wow lines because they make you go wow. And there's ruins everywhere, man.
I don't get
there's
this
an ancient
bit.
civilization. Rome was a worldwide phenomenon. They don't want you to know this. They don't want you to know your history. The Civil War was a cover.
Like the bit of just being a big conspiracy weirdo and not thinking Ireland and Scotland are different places.
That was a different guy. That was a different guy. You mixed
it's the
up
same
the
guy.
guys.
They sound exactly
the same guy. Maybe it was the same guy. I wasn't convinced until you told me about the mud on the Great Pyramid of Cholula. That makes me think that why is there mud on Cholula? Maybe the Earth is. Maybe there is an ice wall. I mean,
if they don't answer the question, why can't they ask the question? Why can't they say where the mud is from?
Simple question should have a simple answer. Am I right? And it does. No curvature, baby. Well, you know what? I believe in. I believe all sides. Oh my god. There's 4 more new. We got 4 more voicemails while we've been listening to them.
No. All right,
wait, you gotta refresh the page. Rapid fire. Okay, the next one is called. The next one is called Hi Ben Smiley Face. You see that one?
Yeah.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey Ben.
Yep.
I heard you weren't invited to RadCon 5, so I'm thinking
4.5.
Maybe you can make the next one, and RadCon 6 we can have a Golden Witch 101. Just
people have floated this
nice
idea.
lecture. I miss those. Those are pretty cool.
People have floated the idea. I think it's not. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. There's enough there to talk about, I guess. But do I actually want to do it? I don't know. Next one is called Gaming. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey guys, it's me. It's that Mario Kart guy again.
I'm
actually playing Mario Kart right now. I'm listening to the new episode. I'm in the middle of it. I don't know where I am. I think I'm halfway through. It's real interesting so far. It's a little bit of a bummer, but it's also really great. There's a lot of back and forth, a lot of different viewpoints. Ben is right. I'm still sad about Trixie.
There's lots of different viewpoints. There's Ben right and others wrong.
My atheist God, I'm praying. But I found out something crazy about the Switch, and this one's going to be the end of me. You can actually take it out of the dock, and it still plays games.
No kidding.
It's like a Game Boy, but it plays Wii U games.
Dude, this is a game changer.
How did they do that? Like, literally, what the fuck?
What do you mean, what the fuck? What's so confusing about it?
Everything, bro.
The entire console is the thing, and then the stand is just a stand.
Console out of the stand? I'm sorry, but why aren't more people talking about this? Why aren't more people talking about this is all I'm saying. Why is
there mud there?
Let me know. Why is the mud? Why is there mud on the Cholula? Okay, next voicemail is called Hey Look It's Doid Gazers. I gotta say, Doid Gazers needs to get some fresh material because it's wearing a little thin. Like, I get it, they do drugs. Alright, let's give it a shot. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello, welcome to Doid Gazers. This is your host D, and today we're going to be smoking some weed, and then we're going to be debunking Ben Saint's claims that we don't have an RV using facts and logic.
There's no RV.
Benjamin, I regret to inform you that we do indeed have an RV. It is almost done being complete. We just have to make a few calls to the Lego Corporation about some missing pieces, and then after that we're ready to roll. So
the numbers just don't add up. There's simply no way they can afford one.
After that, we're going to release our diss track.
To say nothing of the fact that living in an RV is difficult and wouldn't work, and it'd be more work than they would be able to do. They wouldn't be able to hack it, but they can't even get that far. They simply can't afford it.
So she really needs a diss track made about her, and Riley will be in it, my best friend. And after that, we're going to smoke some more weed. So stay tuned and give me some more money. I'm making $900
right away
something a month, but that's all getting smoked away. So I need more. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh yeah, my blog post Patreon thing also. Side note is almost up to $8.
Great. Okay, next voicemail is called "Watch Out." 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm pretty sure Tommy J is at large. I'm pretty sure he's sending in voicemails.
No.
I'm like 100%.
It's
I'm pretty
impossible.
sure some of these guys are Tommy J putting on a funny voice.
It can't be true.
Oh no.
It can't be true.
Has he breached our defenses? Maybe it's coming up.
Tommy J's, but you know what? If he is, it hasn't been a problem, so whatever. Maybe you're right. Maybe this wild conspiracy theory is true. We can never truly know. Okay, the next one. Watch out! The voicemail is called "Tommy J is at large and on the loose. He's on the lam." Next voicemail is called "Sclerosis Man." 3, 2, 1, go.
Inside, you sniveling rod, you cornering coat. You have taken so much from us. I will punch you and eat your gravy.
Damn. Scary.
And as for your brother,
you gonna fuck him?
I will fuck
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Good. It's fine.
So it's not multiple sclerosis, just the one sclerosis.
Singular sclerosis. Okay, next voicemail is called fuckgiveandtake.mp3 featuring Vizier of Yig Studios. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey, it's the Give and Take diss track. Let's get it.
Get it.
Hey, Give and Take, you're really a fake. I don't like your hair or your glasses, you're a snake. I came to drop rhymes about all your crimes and all of your projects you keep clandestine. I think you're a fool. I don't think you're cool. And now here's Riley to take you to school. Yeah, get him, Riley. You're my new best friend. Yeah, golden bitch. I'm gonna get this guy Give and Take. I have a girlfriend. I'm the Vizier. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, brother.
Me. Yeah. Okay.
Got him.
Give and Take, you're a real bad girl. Every time you speak, it makes me hurl. Every breath you take, I wish you was your last. I drove your ass to school, so pay attention in class.
Woo!
Riley!
Oh god,
Yeah.
I feel so fucking owned right now.
Get it, Riley. This was a Doid Gazers original. Nate and Ben, you're still not cool.
Holy
Tom,
shit.
you're okay. Shout outs to everyone who gives me money. I don't owe you anything though. And yeah, give me more money.
Okay, that was a winner. That was a real climb. That was a real high point in the Doid Gazers saga.
I really got stabbed through the heart a couple times with those.
Honestly,
those bars right there.
You know, I'd unsubbed, but I think I might go back. I think if this is the kind of quality that the channel's dropping, I might have to go and resub. I'm interested now. They pulled me back in. Next That's really good. Genuinely funny. Next voicemail is called the plural word for mice. 3, 2, 1, go.
Mouses.
Hey Gib, obviously the plural to mouse is meese, like duh.
Right,
Get your
because
facts
goose,
straight next time,
goose
loser.
and geese. Right.
Call me back.
It's mouses.
Goose and geese, moose and meese, mouse and meese,
ox,
moss and meese.
What about an ox? What about an oxen?
Ox, eeks. I believe.
What about a moose? What about a cat?
No more questions. No more questions. Only voicemails. Next voicemail
What about
is called
a bee?
Bees. The plural of bees would be bees. Bees in my eyes and bees everywhere. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, konnichiwa.
Oh, konnichiwa to you as well.
Ninja-sama.
Fuck.
Penosento-san. Resisto treteru.
No,
We
come
ask
on.
once
Be
more.
reasonable.
I like how the ninja is just higher register.
Kyoto Ninja Scroll. This last time we request return of scroll.
Ninja's
War
not civil. He calls me a
will be
racist.
declared next week. Penosento-san. To show that Kyoto Ninja Clan serious, say konnichiwa to our friend. Penosento-san.
Samurai-sama.
Samurai-sama.
My God, no.
Oh God.
Return on Ninja
Unlikely
Scroll.
allies.
Penosento-san.
I never thought I'd miss the old
Or
bastard.
Samurai-sama. Die.
No.
But it's here next time.
Can't
Sayonara.
be true. I
This
can't.
is so bad. This
I
is so
can't-
fucked up.
I can't do it. I'm sorry. I just don't have it in me.
But what about a samurai-sama?
It's going against my nature. It's my nature to steal and hoard scrolls. It would be... I'd be living a lie. I just want to say it's not cultural appropriation when I steal samurai and or ninja scrolls. It's cultural appreciation. It's just because I love them so much.
It's cultural appreciation and value when I sell them on.
I love the Japanese people so much that I will keep the scrolls, even though a Japanese man will be killed over it. That's just the level to which I appreciate their culture. Next,
dude, you're so right.
I'm so right. I'm so right. I'm far right. I'm alt right. Fuck the Japanese. Next voicemail is called Riley Killed Pizza Party. 3, 2, 1, go.
Man, this is bullshit. Pan Pizza suddenly decided he doesn't want to do Pizza Party anymore.
Is that true?
Just so we finally got a man in. It's fucking... It's
You're
all
kidding.
over. Somehow this is Riley's fault. I fucking know it.
Oh, for sure. He's got his fingers
Anyway,
in
that's
every
it.
pie.
Just keep making the show.
He's got his fingers. He's got his fingers in every
podcast
pizza
over?
pie. Fingers in. Get it? It's a joke. He's got his fingers in every pizza pie. Huh? Yeah. Pretty good.
I've got my fingers in every one of your eye holes.
Ow! God, no! Don't crush my skull.
And then and then I use your head as a bowling ball. How about that?
No! Ow! Ooh! I saw Cheesy saying that he had killed the Pizza Party podcast.
I thought it was just an offhanded like.
I thought it was
Cheesy
just a joke.
Likes to say that.
I thought it was just a joke, but I mean, it would make sense if it were true.
They
Fuck me.
realized we had that they've been compromised by Cheesy. That the PCP had an in, and then they
Guys,
shut the whole thing down to get us out.
I want. It's time to dance in their grave. It's time to dance in their grave. You got to go to the last episode and comment and say the PCP won. PCP beat the Pizza Party podcast. We subverted it from the inside. We took it down, and we didn't. And not a single drop of blood was shed. We did it all through intrigue and subterfuge.
The winners write the
gentlemanly
history.
warfare, psychological warfare with our clown secret agent.
Our psychological
sowing
guerrilla
discord.
warfare.
sowing discord. Oh, speaking of clowns, I'm behind on
Cyclonials?
Cyclonia. I'm way behind. I'm like 3 weeks behind.
Oh, 3 weeks. Oh shit! You gotta get
I
on
know.
that.
I got
the clown
spoiled
designs. The clown
a
designs.
little.
There's more of them, and they look cool.
Really, I got spoiled a little, but not too much. I know that someone dies, but that's not much of a spoiler because it could be anyone. So so it's fine. But I should catch up before I get genuinely spoiled. Okay. Next voicemail is called Doid Gazer's Finale. Oh, going out on a high note. All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Doid Gazers. This is your host D, and today we're going to be, of course, smoking some more weed, as we
Vampire
do.
Hunter D.
And then we're going to be talking about the
Kid in the
Fire diss
background.
track that we released against Give and Take, who is the catalyst to everything
Genuinely
that's gone
fire.
wrong in the world. And then we're going to be talking about how my RV totally exists. It's not a van. I found that out because Riley told me so, and he knows everything. And then I just wanted everyone to know that the baby's all right. The baby's cool.
I was
Baby,
worried
you
about
wanna
the
say
baby.
something? Baby don't want to say nothing, but he's cool. And
Okay.
He's like halfway across the bathtub, and he's like so scared to get in.
Oh my god!
Sorry, this is the last Doid Gazers. But Ben, Tom, given just continue what you're doing, please, or just switch to a different podcast. If you have to rebrand, do it because you're the best, and I love y'all.
Oh,
you guys are the best.
Thanks.
Thank you.
No,
that's nice.
No, well, shit.
And I
didn't
believe it
expect
because there was
that.
a baby involved. There was a baby, which means I I feel sympathy.
I'm ambivalent. I'm ambivalent about the baby. I mean, someone mentioned the idea of a rebrand, and
I don't think it's too stupid an idea. I think it's so different now. We may as well, but I just don't know how to do it exactly. Like what?
Yeah, I agree. Like, I mean, we did the rebrand with the graveyard stuff as a bit of a mini rebrand. It's true. The show is so much different than what it used to be. I don't know. It's not a crazy idea, but at the same time, I have no clue what we would change it to or what.
We could change the name of this podcast to not be called a podcast, would be called the Pro Crastinators Show. So it's the PCS.
But what?
I like Pro Crastinators. I don't want to get rid of that, but I guess what would be an appropriate name, do you think?
I mean, wait, why would we stop calling it a podcast? It's still a podcast.
Because the acronym PCP is the thing people think of. So if we change that, everything will change. Even if it's still called Procrastinators something.
I mean, I honestly, I would think that if we changed the name but kept the abbreviation PCP, that's probably what I would do. Because PCP is...
Well, no, because the point of a rebrand... The point of a rebrand is to, not associate with what people think of the previous thing, right? Necessarily. If people have negative opinions of... Because I've heard some people think of that PCP show as, oh, the show that hosted that person who was a pedophile, and that's the only way they know the PCP, through Dick Masterson area of things. I'm like, that sucks. I don't like the fact that some people know that acronym as that. So rebranding would be to get rid of that association. At least.
I mean, I'm not that worried about it.
I guess neither am I, but it's something. If there's a reason to rebrand, I would think that would be changing to something different.
I'm not
I don't know.
Well, I'm not worried about Trixie stigma exactly. That doesn't make me worry at all. But but the idea that like the show is different and therefore call it something different, is if only to just distinguish one era from another, is like makes sense to me. I don't know. I would have to think more about it.
Maybe
I would need a
like,
strong idea of like, this is what the new show should be called. You know, I would need
Hmm.
something that's like, that's a good idea that would be cool. But I don't have any ideas like that because I'm stupid.
Yeah, maybe we could just have like a formal rebranding, like it's the new arc. Like keep the PCP, like Procrastinators or whatever, but it's now like
just
Golden Age or something. silly.
Golden Age. We just call it PCP 2.
Unironically could
Just
work.
from now on, it's called the
It's-
PCP 2, and
It's
it's
just a little
whatever
sillier.
whatever that means. It means whatever you think it means. Yeah, I
We
don't
do
know.
the Homestuck thing, the Homestuck symbol thing.
We should
to the power tool.
rebrand. We should stop coming on the show. We should just hire like ghost podcasters. We should just hire 2 people to like be on the show instead of us. I don't know. Wouldn't that be wacky? Oh, okay, whatever. Okay. Next voicemail is called Pover D. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello, I'm a podcast patron. I pay like $1 a month for that show.
Cringe.
I'd like more.
I mean, based? I don't know.
Also, it would be cool if Ben, you caught up on One Piece. Then maybe you could have some of those dollars, some of those cents per month. Maybe like 10 of them. I don't know what the split is like.
I have no idea.
That's all. Just, keep up the good work, boys.
At this point, it's such
Yeah,
a meme
we-
that I need to get.
No, I'm just
What?
saying I should get talking to Nate because we haven't done a podcast in a while. We keep
Yeah.
leaving it.
Well, I keep
there's stuff
catching up on
happening.
One Piece. I had almost caught up at RadCon 4, and then I like haven't read since then. So I'm like, I'm a year behind again now. Haha. Yeah, I have a lot to catch up on. I don't know when. God, I'm always just like, yeah, I should catch up on it, but like I can always do it later. Like it's not going anywhere. I don't feel any urgent
Sure.
need to catch up,
I mean,
unless I wanted to be on
ultimately-
the podcast.
Ultimately, like when One Piece ends, you'll be like, oh, well now I should, because if it
For sure.
if it does
Oh,
like get to the point where
100%.
you haven't read it since that point, and then it ends, it's like, well now I got to read all of it. So it's really just postponing the inevitable.
100%. Yes, that's exactly how I feel about it.
But I do think it's
Um,
cool. So you just should read it.
Maybe after I,
Because
maybe
then you can like reread it. You can reread it later.
I hadn't even considered that possibility. I
You
don't
can
know.
read
Maybe
it as it comes out slowly, and then you can just blast through it as well. You can have both experiences.
it'll take a lot of time. Maybe after I finish my secret project and I I feel like I have some more time that I'm willing to spend on frivolous activities, I will do that then. Perhaps. Next voicemail is called Researching Flying Submarines Voicemail Movie. 3, 2, 1, go.
We've saved the pigs, so it's time to go. I was at the beach watching a sunrise. The orange ocean glow brought a tear to my eye until I saw a plane flying up so high. There's more planes in the sea than ships in the sky. We need a brilliant plan to make submarines fly.
These are so weird.
Yeah,
These are so odd.
I can't really grasp
But-
what the vibe is going for. Like I felt like this one was supposed to be poetic, and
I mean, I think they're all like, they all
strange.
rhyme.
They all
This-
rhyme, but like some of them feel like more obviously comedic. But some of them feel like I don't know whether it's supposed to be comedic or a rap or a poem.
I think they're all mostly supposed to be silly to one degree or another. This is like an opera. This should be. I feel like there should be like a Bandcamp album that is just each of these in order. If you ever wanted to just listen to the whole saga from start to end.
Yeah, it feels like a piece of a larger thing.
There are like elements that recur, like pigs, but in this one, like the pig was only like in the figure of speech about pigs flying, which I think that was a reference to the last one. I think a pig did fly. I think. Am I crazy? Yeah, it did. Okay. So it's like obliquely referencing it, but like I guess nothing really happened in this one. He just watched a sunset and contemplated flight. Which is these are like nothing I've ever heard before. I can say that much about them. Next voicemail is called Doid Gazer's Finale Part 2. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Also, these have all been people movies. Ben and Nate, you're
Yes.
still not cool. Thank you. Give me money.
Of course. Next one is called Part 3, I guess. 3, 2, 1, go.
Also, that diss track was a music movie. Fuck yeah!
Yeah, all right. Gotta hand it to
What
him.
about a regular movie?
What about a regular movie?
I don't know. I just
What
feel like
about a
watching
regular
one.
movie? No. I guess there are regular. I guess movies are movies about movies. So movies are just movies.
Wow. Makes sense.
It does. Unless it's an animated movie, and then it's a cartoon movie. Wait. Wouldn't a cartoon movie then be a movie about cartoons? But no, a cartoon
No,
movie
it'd be a cartoon
is...
about movies.
Oh God. Jesus. Next voicemail is called The Real Best Guy Ever. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yo, it's the real best guy ever here. And
Hey,
Brother Ben,
good
I
to hear
challenge
from
you to
you.
a fight. You know, Riley bested me because I'm 5'8", but you stand no chance, pal. Bring it on. I'll give you a little kiss.
I'm too
You bought
scared.
it? Yeah, trust me, they're stupid.
I'm too scared. I think you would crush my head, and I don't want that. So I'm gonna have to cowardlyly refuse with my tail between my legs. I'm sorry. Next voicemail is called For Jelly Beaner. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh my God, Bateman! You want me to fry you up some fucking potato pancakes, some
Oof.
latkes? No, just cool it with anti-Semitic remarks.
Delicious.
I couldn't even
next
hear that. It
voicemail.
was just very quiet, but whatever.
It was quiet. He was frying up latkes for Jelly Beaner, but was offended by the anti-Semitism. I think he won't do it because it. Whatever. Yeah. Next voicemail is called Ben Pilled. 3, 2, 1, go.
What is it with you people in the comments going on about bad bin politics? What are the bad bin politics?
I know.
Socialist ideas? Don't like that? You not fan of that?
Imagine.
Is it respecting people's identities? Don't like that Ben takes the side of trans rights and doesn't dead name Trixie?
Honestly, it's sus.
What's the bad bin politics? I'm out of the loop.
Honestly, it's sus that there are a number of people like, I disagree with Ben on politics, but he's right. Like, what do you disagree on exactly?
It was similar.
It's
to
a common
the things about
sentiment.
It was like, oh, that Ben, he's being based right now by hating Trixie. A shame about his dumb lefty positions, though. I wish he would stop being a dumb lefty. It's like, what? Okay, I guess I can see where you're coming from.
Okay, I guess. Yeah. Wait. I want to read. There was a comment This is from the Kiwi Farms thread that I saw, and I just wait. I want to find it. I just this one really struck me that this guy completely gets me. Eleazar, cut out this awkward sound. Oh no, here it is. Ben Saint is a literal Jew commie bottom feeder. Yet he appears like a fucking Chad to these people, because at least he has a spine and isn't afraid to tell someone to fuck off. Literal Jew commie bottom feeder Ben Saint. Absolutely true and valid and accurate, and I thank you. I feel seen. Lamau. Yeah, anyway, fucking vote Bernie, you fucking losers in the comments, Lamau. Bernie 2024.
2024. That's very far.
2020. We want to run on we got to run on the fucking the Corbyn Sanders ticket for president of the United Nations. Next voicemail is called Ideas Man. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, guys. Hear me out on this one. What if you made one more episode with a topic? Now, hold on. I know what you're thinking.
Unthinkable.
But this one's a good one. Voicemailer rules. Get it done. Come on, just one topic episode. Come on. You can do it. I believe in you.
I feel like we have been over the voicemail rules. We have talked many times about what makes a good voicemail.
It's only when it comes up that a voicemail sucks so bad and we say, this sucks, and sometimes we give a reason why, but a lot of the time we just say stupid, lol, and move on. So I don't know, maybe there's a topic in there, but I don't know if there's a full episode.
I don't know if there's a whole episode.
Maybe part of an episode.
I mean, I don't want to get into it now.
Do you know what?
What?
I think a reason, like a topic episode would be more difficult now is because there's only 2 of us, maybe 3 of us.
Yes.
Back in the day when there's a single topic and 6 of us or 7 of us were on an episode.
Sure. That was plenty
everybody
of
would have
fodder
their
for
one thing to say.
Hour and a half long episode. Yeah.
Yeah, and it would fill out the episode if people just had their one thing to say about that one topic. One topic between you and me wouldn't last nearly as long.
No, I don't think so. No, I agree. That's totally true. Next voicemail is called Inexplicabro. 3, 2, 1, go.
So do you guys know about the Puel multiple and the stock to flow model? So the Puel multiple, or Puell multiple, it is a formula, and the output of that formula, whenever it gets to a range of above like 4, Bitcoin tends to reach its peak. And whenever the Puel multiple reaches something like 0.5, that's when Bitcoin reaches its lows. So this Puel multiple, it seems that it hasn't reached 8 yet. So that means that Bitcoin still has a lot more to go before it reaches its peak. And the Puel multiple has been pretty accurate so far. There's also another thing called the stock to flow model. It's just a price prediction for Bitcoin until the end of time, and it's been pretty accurate. And Bitcoin also has a 4-year cycle, right? Every 4 years it reaches a new peak. And so if you add 4 years to the last peak, the next peak should be around February of 2022. And I think the price is going to reach something like 100,000. So that's my prediction. $100,000 Bitcoin, February 2022. Yeah. Peace.
I have not heard of those things, but it's interesting. I mean, I
have
heard
considered that there was
predictions
an idea that you could guess where it's going with an algorithm, but if
I
it's
have
been
heard that-
accurate, then maybe there's something to that.
I have heard that there are models like this. I haven't really looked. I probably should have looked into them before I made any Bitcoin investments, but I didn't. Maybe I will, and then once I understand them better, I will maybe consider. If I were to read these and it was like, okay, the math is rock solid, Bitcoin is like very likely to continue to grow for the next year or so, then I think I would be like, well, I might as well trust the math. I would consider it. Stock to flow model, Puel multiple. And then you also mentioned a 4-year cycle. Do all three of these things like agree with each other in terms of their predictions? I mean, hopefully. Interesting. Good thinking. Next voicemail is called A Thing Not Shit On Enough. 3, 2, 1, go.
A thing not talked about enough with all this is, why the hell did B decide to become a touring artist during the pandemic? What? Who the hell thought that was a good idea?
That is true.
Yeah, I feel like she's been very lax on believing COVID is that big of a deal, but I don't know exactly whether she's had a statement about that. I just get a feeling she doesn't think that it's that scary.
Well, she was
Or at
on
least
she
at
was
some
on
point.
the Bill Gates did COVID thing for a while.
Yeah, that was strange.
Very bad. Stupid.
It's one of those like I can't tell if you're joking, but you seem very serious.
No, she wasn't joking. Yeah. But I don't know how you could do that and also think I haven't heard her say like COVID's not a big deal, but she doesn't act as though she thinks it's a big deal. Case in point that she's supposedly going on tour, which again,
I mean, she was
there
doing
is no
like
RV.
road trips.
There is no
before,
RV.
Like with the Yig gang, she's been driving around. It's like I don't know. I feel like before that, maybe she was a little more reserved. Maybe they've sort of convinced her that it's fun. You should really get out in the world, even if a pandemic's on. And it's like, cool.
Maybe.
Cool.
Who knows? I mean, get vaxxed first. Get fucking vaxxed. It's not gonna. I'm expecting to be vaxxed probably within like maybe a month or so. I don't know. I don't actually know, but other people I know are getting it, so it seems like we're basically there. Yeah. No, I agree. Voicemailer. Next voicemail is called Sorry If This Is Too Serious. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yig Studio is comprised of violent and shady people.
Yes.
Riley is a compulsive, manipulative, sociopathic opportunist who abuses drugs.
Probably.
Trixie is an emotionally vulnerable person that slowly retracted from a friend group after attachment issues with a romantic partner, and after breaking up.
Yes.
Some distance from their former support group of friends. In the middle of an identity crisis, Riley has convinced Trixie to overtake her once popular channel with his group. To leech what money Trixie had, convincing her to let the Yig crew attempt to invade every other content creator group Trixie was a part of. To attract attention for financing their awful unsustainable lifestyle. When Trixie splits with Yig Studio, because her online identity has crumbled into irreparable ruin, financially useless, Trixie will have nobody. I'm afraid if nobody can help her.
She's got well-off parents. People are too worried. She's fine.
Yeah,
she'll be
I don't know.
fine. Even if her internet income became zero, she wouldn't die.
Like I see this a lot. I don't know how much of like if there's a blame for this. Is it Riley's a super manipulator, or is it Trixie making the worst decisions ever? I think it's both. I don't think you can say that Trixie
Riley
is completely like being, I don't know, swept up by Riley to a point
I don't think
where
it's 100% Riley.
Like, completely vulnerable. Maybe she. I don't know.
I think that Riley.
I don't know enough. I feel like it's the same.
Yeah, I think that Riley is an opportunist who is encouraging this because it is to his benefit, but I also feel like Trixie is probably to some extent also encouraging him.
She's encouraging. She encouraged the whole thing of it. She allowed him and them into her life in the first place. Now,
I mean, Trixie. She wants this. Like, she wants this all to be happening. She is enthusiastically going along with it. So
I don't want I feel bad like saying this stuff like I know anything about what's going on in their heads. So from an outside perspective, this voicemail is like, yeah, I can see that. It's just about as valid as anything I could imagine. It's we can all agree that it's not doesn't look good.
Doesn't look good. This voicemail is similar to my take on the situation. Similar read to my own. With a few little nitpicks. Anyway, next voicemail is called Razzmatazz Bean. Bring back the PCP cock discussion arc. 3, 2, 1, go. Holy shit.
Oh boy. I sure do wish the PCP would stop talking about foreskin for every episode.
Said the listeners. And then a finger on the monkey's paw curled.
This was it. This was when we entered the dark timeline. We stopped talking about
I like
foreskin.
that that's an arc. That's an arc of the show where foreskin just kept coming up.
It was. It
Now it's
kind
in
of
the
was
history
an
books.
era. Yeah, it's in the
There should
early,
be, like,
the
a-
late stage, whatever.
There should be a timeline made of all the stupid PCP arcs.
Oh yeah, with like overlapping like lines that denote like when a thing was happening. They all like kind of overlap with each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's like
how they
times
go
when
along the timeline. Yeah.
like Final Fantasy VII came out, and then like 7 episodes were about that.
Yeah, true. Pokemon was a thing for years. I guess it wasn't like every episode though, but there was constant.
It just kept coming
like
up.
every other episode. It just kept coming up and kept coming up. Next one is called Gorilla Sausage. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yig Studios is super fucking gay. And so
Right.
is Ben Saint, but at
Yeah.
least he's cool. Also, isn't eating gorilla meat basically just a stone's throw away from cannibalism, or am I just like
That's
crazy
what
here?
that's why I feel like it's gross. When I learned that, like, oh yeah, people hunt gorillas for bushmeat, I was like, God, imagine eating a gorilla. I would feel really fucked up about it. I mean, yikes.
It's like you get a hand, and it's a human hand looking thing, but it's a gorilla.
I mean, if the only thing we should be hunting gorillas for is for monkeys' paws, for their fingers to curl when we make ill-advised wishes about foreskin. Next voicemail is called Sad But Surprisingly Enticing Boy. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey Ben, I was watching your old lectures again. You know how it is, needed some background noise when jackhammering my cock to incest hentai. And I noticed
Absolutely.
something. I couldn't help but ask myself whoever allowed you to exist on this astral plane without a beard. Like, don't get me wrong, today, you're a pretty boy, wouldn't say no to messing with that chocolate starfish. But back then you looked like one of those dudes that import dirt poor Thai women to date on reality TV shows and brag to them about their 2009 Subaru. Anyways, say goodbye love her and stop talking about Trixie all the time. Don't burn all the bridges. Save up that spite for the eventual RD fallout. Hugs and kisses.
It's a fair point. No, what I said about Josh and how he needs to have a beard is like true, not to the same extent, but it's also true of me. I look just much better with a beard, which I'm growing it out again now. It's coming along. It's coming along. Yeah. Next voicemail is called Hi Ben. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey, so a couple quick questions about Nate. So is content shit? Is that why he left the podcast and is not coming on? He's focusing on that. But
No, it
also,
doesn't
is
make any
he
sense.
aware of the league and their shenanigans?
He is aware of the league. He knows of them, yes.
Oh, did you talk to him about it?
He sort of jokingly mentioned it, yeah. He's aware. But I can't comment any further than I don't know. We didn't like talk about it at length or anything.
He's just
funny.
frozen with fear about the idea. He's got a chastity like jorts.
There's no reason why Cantent would keep Nate from being on the PCP. I've said it, but he just doesn't want to come on for whatever reason. He just doesn't feel like it, and that's literally it. That's all there is to it.
Yep.
Next Next voicemail is called Fuck Trixie. 3, 2, 1, go.
Also, fuck Trixie.
Right.
Trixie's a shit.
Yeah, I agree.
Has never made good content that didn't involve other PCP members, such as Nate and Tom, because they're great. I think that Ben may have done something with Trixie at some point, and that may have been good. I don't know.
I have to disagree. A few of her videos in the past were genuinely interesting and informative. That one about
the main six's ages.
that one retrospective on the career of the Your Name guy. I really liked that one. So I wouldn't go quite that far, sir.
Yeah, there's a lot of good anime stuff that is now gone. Lamau.
Yeah, lol. Based. Next voicemail is called Swoley. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey, so about, like, Trixie and Yig and all that, isn't, like, separating people from their other relationships and being like, oh, it's us or them, isn't that kind of isolation sort of a classic abuse tactic? Should we be worried at all?
It is. Yes, it is.
Potentially worried. I mean, I feel like I couldn't do anything from over here.
Some people have speculated
whatever, but like,
some people have speculated that what's going on over there is like really dark, and I don't feel like there's any like strong evidence for that.
No,
but it can't really be ruled out as a possibility.
I haven't seen anything that's like
isolating
there's like clips of like Riley shouting at Digi on live stream, telling her to shut the fuck up. I don't know if that's like indicative of anything other than Riley just being a loudmouth.
It's hard to say. I would say it isolating from other social groups is an abuse tactic, but it's just hard to say like to what is the intent here, like who is doing this to who. I don't think it's that much of a stretch to think that Trixie just is self-isolating from other groups because she likes this new one better for whatever reason. So yeah, who knows. Next voicemail is called What a Tradigy. 3, 2, 1, go.
The real tragedy of this whole scenario is that the alias Digibro was just so phonetically satisfying to say, and the only people who would really say it nowadays are those who are out of the loop or intentionally trying to misgender her. And as neither of those people, what am I supposed to do? Just sit in the corner of my room whispering Digibro to myself in repetition until I meet my daily quota, hoping that someone else takes the name for themselves?
Well, that other guy took the name, so you can call him that now. You problem solved, easy.
Next kind of a little shame that it's like it is a cool name.
It is a shame. It was a good name. It sounded good. Yeah, I agree. Next voicemail is called Jebediah Goes International. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello, this is me, Jebediah Prickinson. I don't really know what to ask today.
Okay.
I guess, did you all hear those news about fucking Putin?
No.
Riling up 100,000 troops on the border of Ukraine?
I can't say that I did.
Man.
Sir.
Give me your educated geopolitical
Shut up.
Bye.
Bye. Fuck you.
I like the sort of like aesthetic of Jebediah Prickinson, just sort of slumbering and lumbering into like a voice call. He's like not prepared for it. It's just like, oh hey guys, like he walked into a room and just saw us.
He knows what he's doing. He knows exactly what he's doing. Next voicemail is called Jebediah Can't Find the Them. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, also, I gotta say, I don't know how to find the leak. I guess,
The what?
And I'm not as gay as them, so No, please.
How to find the...
Only Dicky Touchy.
What? Do you know what he's saying?
Let me do it again.
We gotta hurry, by the way. We are at, we've only got 10 minutes before we hit the 3-hour cap that Eleazar asked us not to go over. Yeah.
Oh, shit. Is this the last page?
All right, yeah, we're on the last page. Next one is called A Shambling Zombie's Last Coherent Words to This World. 3, 2, 1, go.
Understood. I've heard that one before.
Most importantly,
yeah. Oh, there it goes. There we go. Okay, got it. Next one is called Canned Tent. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of Canned Tent. And that's going to do it for this week's episode of Canned Tent.
Thanks for the voicemail. Next
you didn't
one
even
is
uncan
called...
it.
Next one is called Gib Diss Track Emotional. Warning, bad word, piss. 3, 2, 1, go.
So, on the last episode, you said that Gib should have a diss track done against her because it builds character.
That's right.
I thought I should flex my creative muscles and try my hands. So here I go, okay? Right, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. My name is me, and I'm here to say I'm gonna diss you, Gib, in a big way. You are a girl on the internet.
This is nothing on
You talk
Gazers.
about things on this podcast with your friends. You make funny jokes and cool art too.
Oh, snap!
But I've got something to say to you. You suck. That's my diss. How does it feel? I'll bet it feels like piss.
Piss. Oh, there's the bad word.
Okay, that's it. Thank you.
Thanks for the voicemail. Next one is called Noita Good. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey, Ben, do you know what Trixie's opinion on Noya is?
No. Next one is called A Good Idea. 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, this one's for free. PCP D&D. Yeah!
We've floated this idea. I wanted to do one at RadCon, but we just didn't have time and it didn't happen.
What if we just did D&D instead of a regular podcast for a few weeks?
Okay.
Or alternating. We could try that.
Fucking... Okay, yeah. Let's do that. Let's just fucking do that. Why not? I'm down. I'm fucking into it. Yeah. I always wanted to do a D&D with the PCP, and it just has never materialized. It takes so much. It takes work, though, is the thing, and I hate work.
Yeah, and I guess if we're just two of us, it would be I do this and then you do that.
Yeah, you can't do it with just two people. We would need
Tom in there.
We would need regular attendance, because you can't. I mean, you can sometimes miss a sesh, but you shouldn't be missing seshes. Next one is Margar. Oh, there we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Margar here. As it turns out, I play a lot of Dungeons and Dragons, both as a dungeon master and a player, and I have a number of opinions about some of the stuff you guys have talked about in terms of D&D. Namely, Ben, and your opinion on players asking to make rolls. I think that a core aspect of Dungeons and Dragons is using the mechanics and abilities that your characters have to solve problems. And I don't think that it's inherently a bad thing to ask the DM to, use your abilities in that way. But it might just be a case of you having a different expectation of the game than it is sort of capable of providing. And there are a number of games that you might prefer that aren't as sort of mechanically focused that I could maybe recommend to you, because there's a lot of games out there and they're all pretty different.
Yeah, I generally do like role-playing games that are less mechanical than D&D. So I do think if you like the mechanical part of it, then maybe there is just a difference in expectation. I really do think though that it's I mean, you can have your own opinion, but it's not the way that I want to play is not to be being like, my character has 7 ranks in climb. Can I make a climb check to ascend to heights of dazzling intellect? DM, please? That's stupid. Terrible example, but hopefully you understand what I'm saying. Next voicemail is called Based Ben Believer. 3, 2, 1, go.
I never thought it would happen, but a lot of people have been saying it lately, and it's really true. Ben truly is the most based member of the PCP now.
Thank you.
All it took was Nate, Davoo, Mage, Munchie, and Nate leaving the podcast, Tom not being on half the episodes, and Gib being milquetoast and never having a stance on anything. And so that leaves Ben as the only person with actual informed opinions on things, and just by default he is the most based person on the podcast, and it's just incredible.
Easy.
I really think the transition from old Ben to communist Ben was really rough, and there were some real lows there. He was maybe only slightly better than Mumkey, in the PCP member rating.
There's a take.
But overall, I mean, on the other side of it, Ben is more based than ever, and I couldn't be happier for it. Keep being based.
I have stances on things.
Thanks. I don't feel complimented. No, fuck you. Fuck this guy. No, fuck you. Next voicemail is called Based Joker 3. 3, 2, 1, go.
When I tell my friends that I listen to the PCP, they say, hey, that's pretty based. But when I tell my friends that I listen to the PC Poo, well, suddenly I'm cringe. But see, that's the thing you people don't understand. I'm not cringe. I'm just ahead of the turd.
Wait, that's it. That's the rebrand. The Poo-See Poo.
No.
Yes, that's it.
No, the Poo-See P, the PC Poo.
He said PC Poo, but I say why not change both? The P
Poo twice.
The PEECPOO. Perhaps.
Also, I will say, I keep forgetting that this guy exists, and then he makes a voicemail that's really, really good. Voice Grail, I think.
Voice Grail for Bass Joker. Bass Joker for
Bass Joker.
You know what? He's had too many hits. I'll give him. A Bass Joker ascends to the Voice Grail. Congratulations. First in a while, but I think he's earned it.
Yeah.
Next voicemail is from Cross, and there's a YouTube link, and the link is to a video of a synth music setup, playing some synth sounds. 3, 2, 1, go.
My friend Jakealous made this sick-ass space shanty. It's like a sea shanty, but it's a space shanty. Listen to it, please. He deserves it. Here's a clip of it.
Pretty based.
Yeah, pretty good.
I guess I'll put the link in the description.
Yeah, in the show notes.
In the show notes. Jakealous Space Shanty number 1. Sounds pretty based. Next voicemail is called Prince. 3, 2, 1, go.
Third week now, I've had some ideas, but I don't think they're funny enough, even though I know my standards aren't the highest. But instead of leaving a 3-second voicemail, I'll put some effort in and I'll leave in song. So, kick it, Barney.
And a 1, and a 2, and a 3.
Baby on board, how I've adored that sign on
I mean, as a big Simpsons fan, I have to appreciate it. I appreciate the reference. It's classic.
Bounce in my step. loaded with pep. 'Cause I'm driving in a carpool lane.
Cool, man.
Nice.
Nice voicemail. You're ascending the ranks. Adding music is the first step towards becoming a classic voicemailer, historically speaking.
It's true.
Next voicemail is called Really Quick Question. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey PCP, it's me, Max Clutch. Just wanted to
God,
get
it's
a
this guy.
quick...
This guy makes me
Is that-
nervous.
Is that Trixie? Alright. See you next line, boys.
Okay.
What was the question?
I don't know. Is that
So
Trixie?
And he just gunned it.
The question is that Trixie?
The real question is, was he driving towards or away?
That's what I assumed a hit and run, but we just don't have enough information. Next voicemail is called Fuck PCP Callers. 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, so I've started to catch back up with the PCP episodes as I rage at online Smash Bros.
Mhm.
And I just finished what I hope is the last of the Tommy J arc. And this got me thinking about a rant
Maybe.
I've had brewing in my head for a while. I fucking hate the PCP voicemail callers. Why do they think that anyone gives a fuck who they are? The sheer ego on these people is insane. I think it all started back with Riddle My Ass Batman, because when he became a recurring caller, everyone thought, ooh, her, there, I'm gonna do that. Except that they couldn't do that, because they aren't creative or funny, and they don't have any sort of production value. And then the samurai was the second wave of this, and now all these obnoxious cretins tried to rip him off. You know why the samurai works and your LARPing doesn't, you fucks? It's because the samurai didn't make it about him. It was always about Ben stealing the scroll. It's like if I felt the
Yeah,
need to leave
it's
a
true.
voicemail every week going, hey guys, remember me? I'm fuck Diebuster. I said that Diebuster is bad. Isn't that so cool how I said that Diebuster is bad? By the way, I also write
Truth.
novels and draw. That's so unique. You guys should follow me because I'm a one-of-a-kind person. And also, please have me on the podcast. No one
I
gives a
think-
shit. Anyway, I'm not actually that upset, but hearing Ben rage at Tommy J was pretty funny.
Okay, then yeah, that should be the end of the Tommy J arc. I think there is a lot of truth in what this guy is saying. Yeah.
Yeah, like the
Um,
whole like League of Nate fuckers is kind of funny. But
I'm-
Nate isn't
I'm-
here
I'm-
to like feel the brunt of the tidal wave of all of these funny things.
Yeah, but that's not their fault.
No, but like
well,
some of
I
the
mean,
characters
maybe-
are just explicitly made for that purpose, and there's multiple of them.
Yeah, but each one is its own gimmick, and it's just there for one call and then it's dropped.
Yeah,
So that's
I don't hate
that's-
them or anything, but like I feel like
Yeah.
that joke has sort of run its course.
A bit. Yeah, I mean, what more can you really do with it? I guess. I guess we'll see. The next voicemail, I think the last voicemail, thank Christ, is called Mr. Suck and Fuck. 3, 2, 1,
Speaking
go.
of.
Trixie, my golden princess.
Yeah.
I have such wonderful plans with her. She still has her decadent phimosis.
Stop, please.
That excess foreskin. That hollow tube of flesh.
This is like being in a fucking haunted house.
You fill it with strawberry ice cream.
Yum.
Top it with sprinkles and chocolate syrup.
I'm getting hungry.
And then I'm going to.
Yeah, go, 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 go. Get it, Mr. Suck and Fuck.
Itadakimasu.
Gross. Terrible.
Itadakimasu.
God, why does it end like this?
Decadent. Well, I think that's a great note to go out on, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
I think we
can't
fucked
get
up
better
with-
than that.
We went over the limit. Eleazar, just maybe you can snip out a minute here or there or two to get it under the 3 hours. Sorry, fucked up. I'm so sorry. Okay, that's it. Patreon.com/The Procrastinators. Bonus episodes. Speakpipe.com/PCP voicemail. I think that's
Get
it.
the I Have COVID shirt and goodbye.
Goodbye.